And this guy's
Alrighty.
the moment they've been waiting for.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Watch party for the month of March. You guys voted for it, and we are here. IndyCar, the Thermal Club Grand Prix. This is going to be awesome, Tom. But this race last year was the All-Star event. Now it gets a points event. And we had some great racing last year. I think this is where we got that whole meme with the George, the traveling gas man, with the old Andretti issues that we saw last year. Man, I'm excited for this race. I think you picked what Palou to go back-to-back. You picked him to win on Tuesday. I picked Herta because of the speed they had last year. We'll see if maybe that translates into race pace this year. Other than that, man, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
All of that.
Yeah, baby.
As we understand the 45.
Yeah.
I forgot to create a post. Who should I put on the poll?
Louis
for,
Foster with a great
winners?
qualifying
Let's
that's good.
And that was a top 10 start for him.
Well, let's see if we can dial up one of these drivers. How about
When
Santino
the,
Ferrucci in the number 14 AJ Foyt car?
Thinking
Hey,
we should do
Santino,
Alex
Townsend
Palou,
on the box
obvious.
booth. You copy?
Copy, Townsend, loud and clear.
I think we'll put Colton
Well,
Herta
you
just
start
because I
14th
picked him.
in the 14
Yeah.
car.
Put
Tell me
Palou,
what
Award, Herta,
it is so hot
and
today.
Lundgaard.
Man, I'm feeling real chill here.
Yeah,
real
and then
nice
Christian.
and cool. I got some nice wind blowing, desert music playing in the head, man. I'm ready to rip.
This is your 77th career IndyCar race. It feels
LUNDGAARD.
like time for that
That's
first
right.
win. What has to happen to
That's
get
what I
that done
thought.
today?
Man, keeping it clean and one will be a big
All right,
challenge.
let your guys'
Honestly,
voices
this is
be
like a
heard. The
throwback
poll
race,
is up.
with the tires and the wear, so, you know, you
God,
keep
dude,
it clean,
I just
keep
feels
the
good
cars
that
underneath
IndyCar's
you,
back, especially
have a lot of bit of
this.
fun, man. I
We've
mean,
had a
race
great
car
start to
drivers,
the season for
race all
IndyCar
over
and
the
for
calendar.
Formula
As you
One
get to
this
the
year,
backside
dude,
of
and
the
like.
track, there's a lot of
Who would have
corners
thought,
over
man?
here
And
that are long
IMSA. I mean,
duration
honestly,
like
IMSA's
oval.
been
Is there a slide
freaking
job maybe
fantastic
on
this
for
start
today?
here.
Yeah.
Basically everything but NASCAR. NASCAR's been the only thing
All
slacking.
right, bud, go get him. Good luck.
Never have to worry.
Cannonball.
Never have to worry about Santino Ferrucci keeping us entertained.
Absolutely not. Guys, let's
Right
take a look.
now, though, at Homestead, Josh Berry is P3.
Jeez.
Gregson is P4.
I picked him as my dark horse.
Briscoe is P5.
Oh my God, Briscoe's a
Dive turn
clown.
one. We saw calamity there in the,
I told you
exhibition
Gregson
race
was a good
last
dark
year, but we
horse
saw some
pick.
great racing in turns 2 and 3. You can almost run it.
Oh,
side
yeah.
by side.
Oh, man. I'm so excited for this.
Sorry, Felix Rosenquist there.
Yeah, last year
going
Rosenquist
all
was
the way around
freaking
that
baller.
triple apex corner, making it work.
This is such a good track, dude. I think we talked about it off stream there, Tom, but I think today is going to be a tire deg day. It's going to be a lot like the sprint race for F1 on Saturday.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of tire
And last-
conservation.
And last year we saw, Palou really take advantage of that because he started out front. He didn't have to deal with all the cars around him. So with Award starting out now, and with the teammate behind him, he might be in a severely advantaged position right now.
I agree. 100%.
Because you're going to have a hard-charging Palou and a Herta behind them. And they're going to try to push really hard. They're probably, I feel like they're pretty smart, and, they'll do a lot to save those tires, but also at the start of the race, you gain a lot of positions. So I don't know. It's a bit of a tricky situation then.
It's going to be
Plus,
interesting.
it's
to see.
really hot.
Oh, 100%. It's freaking steaming out there. I mean, it just looks amazing. I'd love to be there right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
The only dark horse I feel like we have in this race, like that we don't really have any bearings of because they didn't qualify well, is the Penske cars. Where do we see the Penske cars line out in this field?
4 drivers are starting on the
It's gonna be interesting to see.
One of those guys.
Yeah. What?
Power
Power and
Newgarden are
out
starting deep. Yeah.
Or if he goes long, they'll be very aware.
Q1.
No, Q1. I get a mixed down.
Starting on the softs. Alexander Rossi has been telling me all weekend as we ride the Java House on board that that's the preferred tire. No one else agreed. Now it's split. That's going to make things fun today.
Yeah, they got all kinds of different tire strategies at the beginning of this race. I think the primary is going to be the go-to tire, honestly. Just with the heat of the track and also the basically pretty fresh pavement, I think it's going to be pretty crucial to have those primary tires on.
Well, Marcus Ericsson and Armstrong are the only two in the top 15 starting with him.
The bets have been placed from pit lane. We're about to find out how it plays out.
Louis Foster in the 45, a hybrid issue, but he is back
on
track and just coming through our shot there. So the Indy Next champion will take the
Louis
start
Foster
after
was fast in
frankly
practice
brilliant
and
qualifying effort from him to put himself up in
see if he can
the
climb
top
through the field.
10. Right, folks, are you ready to go racing here at the Thermal Club? The cars
I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, I freaking love this shot, dude. The S's, dude.
It's so good.
Sweet, bro.
Drivers out on track.
Oh, look at that. Money's in the wall.
Oh, imagine that.
Imagine that.
He almost threw that truck race away.
Yeah.
That was freaking crazy.
He threw the Xfinity
Racing will
race.
lead this field to green. Just a couple
Yeah, he
corners
did a
left in
terrible
round
restart.
turn 17. Pato O'Ward will punch the throttle.
All
right, here we go, boys. Thermal Club. We're points racing here now, boys.
To go racing through the final corner, McLaren side by side, and now they go, and now we are racing.
Oh, Palou got a good start. He's got preferred it
wide.
into one.
Yep,
Oh, he
yep,
showed
gotta
a
get
lot
good
of
exit.
respect.
No, got a good exit.
Yeah, Palou's gonna. Well, he doesn't have preferred into the next turn.
Doesn't have preferred.
Oh, he's gonna open the door for Herta. Oh, Herta didn't take it. Oh, big lockup.
Who's that, MSR?
Oh, that's Ericsson.
That's a Ferrucci. Oh no! Oh my bad. I forgot they got that Bryant sponsorship.
Yeah.
Just holding off Alex Palou there out of turn 1. Single file for the first 7. Starting to go too wide as Ferrucci.
Oh, there's some good racing already, dude. Side by side.
Out of turn 6 to that
Whoa! Is that Schwartzman?
One of the Prema cars, Schwartzman, I believe.
Robbie Schwartzman, who didn't
The
get
wings
single
ripped off
lap
that damn
in
thing.
until qualifying, having had a fire during
Rosenquist
practice.
throwing it in on the
Watching
inside.
then as we move into the final part of this track,
Dixon's just backing up.
where there's so
Unless that's
little
Siegel.
grip.
Dixon and Siegel have the
And
same
there is,
freaking
Scott
livery.
Dixon being followed by the
No, it
ECR
is
of
Dixon.
Christian Rasmussen, Graham Rahal, one place ahead of him, and he has
Dixon did
lost
not get a
ton
good
of
start. He
positions.
faded.
You can see Scott Dixon's car, black sidewalled Firestones. That's the harder tire. And you can
Hey
see
Jay, I think your ticker's not
off the
updating.
corner with the
Yeah,
softs
I know.
behind
It's
the
been
red
doing that. It did that for
sidewall
the
tire.
cup race the other night.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand.
All single file through the S's here, but we're seeing.
I'll just have to
there's
keep
a pass
clicking
attempt
every
there.
lap
That's
or so.
Rasmussen down the inside using that softer tire.
Wow,
Great
Rasmussen got by
advantage
Dixon.
over
The soft
Dixon.
tire is going to be
But
good
he's
early, but I don't
started
think it's going to
under
last,
review
dude.
from the
I
start.
really don't. I think
Might
that
be
the
Scott
primary tire is going to be the
McLaughlin
preferred tire
and
today.
Dylan DeFrancesco. Scott McLaughlin told me before the race he had a
Oh,
good-
McLaughlin just got
Looks like
dumped.
Heavy into the side of McLaughlin, and then McLaughlin spinning.
Rip.
Well before the the start flag.
Well before the start flag, let's see. You're going to see the 30 of Devlin DeFrancesco up the inside.
Oh
Just
my
sort of
God, of course it's
understeers
DeFrancesco.
into McLaughlin. They both get offline onto that
What a
dusty park.
freaking moron,
There's a
bro.
reason why he couldn't make it at Andretti, okay?
You
Dear
know, that's why
Lord,
we
he
do
absolutely
see
just TKOs
the,
freaking
yellow
McLaughlin,
flags
bro.
there as defense from the Prema driver, Callum Ilott.
That's Schwartzman.
That's
Schwartzman in the 83.
It was Ilott that had the damage, it turns out. The Prema cars painted in those beautiful Italian colors. So it was Ilott, I think, with the front wing damage earlier.
Damn,
and
that sucks.
Schwartzman has put himself all the way up to 19th.
Oh, yeah, new
There's
wing.
Callum Ilott.
So, bit of flash of fuel in there. Pato
Yeah, they got no
leads
hurry on those guys.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, like, you guys know there's a race going on, right?
There on Santino Ferrucci trying to make up some of those spots. he
Ferrucci
lost
and Ericsson
on that first
battling.
lap. Both drivers on the softs. And this is a crucial part of the race.
How about Rossi holding up a P5 right now?
That means tire
It's pretty good.
He's on those red tires
The
too.
lap time starts to fall away. You've got to make these tires last, though. You can push too hard, too early, and you really pay for it later in a stint.
Herta's on the primaries too.
You have to force yourself to not slip the tire.
See that.
Both cornering and on acceleration.
Herta's about to be on fire here.
You've got to just reel things in.
Yeah, another. I think it's gonna take about 6-7 laps, but I think they're gonna come in. They're gonna be faster.
We get everything okay?
Whoa!
Just drove into my door. Copy, okay.
So McLaughlin unhappy, but Pato Awards.
Look, I'd be unhappy too, man. He just got ran over.
Pretty comfortable gap
Got
over his
railed.
teammate, then Palou, then there's Herta, then Alexander Rossi in 5th, Kirkwood in 6th.
Typical
Armstrong.
McLaughlin. That's the type of
Foster
shit
has
that's gonna
moved
prevent him
up
from winning a
to 8th.
championship.
Great start for him, ahead of Rosenquist and Malukas.
Understand from race control that Devlin DiFrancesco in the number 30 car will get a drive-through penalty.
Good. Deserves
for
it.
avoidable contact that hit on Scott McLaughlin. Meanwhile, James, it's not
The fact
too
that he
soon
even
if
got
I'm
another
Errol
IndyCar
McLaren
ride, it just
to try
blows
to
my mind.
tell my driver to start to dial things
They should have
up.
just sent this shit
that
off
hit
there.
him?
Take a look at what happened to Callum Ilott.
Was that Ilott that hit him?
That hit Francesco?
No.
20
Scotty Mac.
on the start.
Oh!
That wasn't his teammate, was it?
His teammate.
He ran over Schwartzman.
Oh, that's bad luck if that's what happened. This is from the onboard of the 77 Stingray Rob. I still can't quite
Oh yeah,
tell
dude.
what it
Ilott ran
was.
over Schwartzman. That's some prem-on-prem crime right
Yeah,
there.
it's the green flash on the engine cover. I think that would have been
Oh
Schwartzman.
man.
But Schwartzman continues up to a brilliant P17, having started this race in 27th place.
Guy got no practice
None.
laps whatsoever, went straight into qualifying because of
Yep,
issues
yep.
with his fuel system and a fire in practice.
Car caught on fire. They had to rebuild the car overnight.
So far.
Freaking crazy,
And
dude.
brilliant stuff from the other rookie, you have to say. Louis Foster up to P8 on that softer tire. Look out for him in the black and red My Jack car.
Yeah, Louis Foster's got a piece, dude. I was watching some of his
But
times in
Award
practice, and I was like,
bouncing
holy cow.
Beautifully, perfectly over those final bumps, the final corners down there through turn.
Pato, you
17.
better check
Has
out
a
and get away
pretty
now because you're gonna
comfortable
fade.
lead over his teammate Christian Lundgaard to the tune of 2.5 seconds.
We look out the back here, a Pato Award. Let's just listen to whether or not he's starting to back off a little bit to save those tires. It sounds like it in the brake zone.
Yep. He knows. Everybody knows. The only upside to running the soft tires early is now you can run the hard tires the rest of the race, and you don't have to worry about it. And you've already got the track position on top of it to cover off the guys behind you.
Guys, one thing I noticed, look at the size of the drink tube here on Pato Award. Kind of reminds me
Okay.
of
The guard knows.
You got small, medium, large on the straw size. Pato is ready to take in some fluids today. That is a guy geared up.
He's
for
just having
serious hydration.
big, long,
We're
thick
gonna race
things.
this
in
hot
his-
and this physical. You can lose up to 8, maybe 10 pounds as an IndyCar driver at a track like this.
Oh, man.
But it's Pato Award who leads. It's a McLaren 1.
Typical
2, and
Fox,
it's
3 laps into the
Ball
race. Let's go to commercial
going
break, guys.
Empire's way.
At least we get a side-by-side.
Challenges are our great.
Mute that. Let me fix timing and scoring because for some reason it just doesn't stay updated. On timing and scoring, it says we're 5 laps in. On the score bug, it says we're 4 laps.
Yeah, I noticed that they were behind sometimes. The race broadcast.
Louis Foster up to 8th, bro. Having a great run. Armstrong 7th right now. I'm surprised how bad of a start Dixon got, though. He faded off that initial start. Damn, bro. Pato set a pace. Oh, Flo just pitted. Or maybe not. Oh, no, he didn't pit. He's still third. I don't know why his name moved on the scoreboard all the way down. I want to pay with you everywhere. Yeah, dude, Pato is putting on a blistering pace, even with the unpreferred tire, in my opinion. All right, we're back.
At least they got it. Oh man, Award is just killing it.
I just muted myself that whole time. What am I doing? That's so dumb. I've never had one of those. The was it Stella or
Stella Artois.
Artois? Yeah, I've never had one.
It's for the pinky up people.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't know, man. Dude, watching the F1 race this morning, last night, whatever. They kept having those damn Heineken commercials like on the pre-race show, and I was like, dude, I could definitely fucking go for a Heineken, bro. Like that like, sounds good. And
It's
I'm
good
not even
because-
someone that's even drank a Heineken before, dude. But I was
No,
like,
we did. Remember, I brought him to Talladega last year.
Oh, really? I don't even remember drinking.
Well,
maybe I did.
Shit, what do we remember? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
here.
that's true. Oh, good old freaking Talladega. God, we're close, man. In a month, we'll be there.
Yes. Thank the Lord.
Well, I think the timing scoring is updating itself now. The pace that Paddle Ward is on right now is absolute insanity. On those soft tires. Which, if that's the case, if those soft tires are just that much faster, Herta saving one in the bag for later in the race might come back to him. Lowe's leading the vote. Is at 75% of it.
He'll find it, brother.
He'll be a factor before the end for sure. Oh, here we go. Lundgaard's in. Going for the hards. No, he's going softs.
Really?
Double stint in softs, dude. What the hell? He's going softs. Everybody's going softs, dude. It was slow. It didn't look. It was clean, but it's slow. That is a weird pit exit, man. I don't know how I feel about it. Had us basically 7 seconds ahead of Palou right now. And Lundgaard got stuck in traffic. That's going to kill it. That's a long line of traffic in front of Lundgaard. Does he come in this time? Yep. Nope.
Oh, Ward is still stupid fast.
Dude, it's insane. And he still isn't pitting. He's committed.
They lost a lot of time, though. 5.5 seconds slower. That's pretty crazy.
watch somebody go with a one-stopper. They're like, oh, I don't think you could do it in 2, and then watch somebody go 3 or go with 1. Just like that one race last night. Oh, this is a 2-stop race guaranteed, and then it became a 1-stopper real quick. I've never heard that before. Scotty D. I like the Iceman better. Whoa, go to that side-by-side battle, Fox. Well, I hope so, because we didn't get to see it. VK going to the hard tires. They're going Schwartzman. They're going mediums, or the hard tires on Schwartzman. Terrible stop. Oh, look at the rear wheels just spinning. Great camera work, Fox. It did. What happened is the lug came off, so he tried to put it back on, and then he put the gun to it, and all it was doing was spinning the wheel. It wasn't spinning the lug. Dude, Fox just does not know how to freaking do camera work for shit, bro. This is god awful.
Oh,
They're going
there we
to
go.
hard tires.
Oh my gosh.
He was running up in the top 5 there before that stop. Dude, he's 8.5 over Palou, bro. Holy cow. He's into lap traffic now. And he's still on the softs, dude.
It's exactly what we talked about at the beginning of this race, though. He didn't have to deal with any of the dirty air. Palou is now struggling with it, so is Herta. Well, Herta's...
Well, I'm
yeah, look at that.
Herta's
almost a second slower than Palou, and Herta's got the hard tire.
Hard tire, exactly. That's what it's blowing my mind.
These softs are it.
Well, anybody that started on the hards, I guess, is going to have the advantage late. Well, he better do it quick, because he's going to run out of optimization here. He might just have to abort this and just pit early. Try to go for the undercut. And go back to softs again. Save the hards for the final stop. I know you don't want to do that, but, I mean, that's podium. move if you do it. Because Lundgaard is stuck in traffic, so you've already gained the advantage on him, I believe. No, it's a weird pit exit. I mean, once you get there, I mean, it's a good exit because you get a straight launch.
You get a good advantage. Look at that.
Yeah. But that first part.
It's not really a disadvantage, but...
No, it's a complete advantage. You get a straight shot to the next straightaway. You're not entering on like a corner like most tracks. You're entering on a straightaway.
Yeah, but you lose a lot of time going through that.
Through that little, yeah, the little U.
Like, if it was a traditional pit road exit, Rahal would be in front of all those cars.
Oh, 100%.
Can't wait for the World Cup.
9.2 ahead. Here comes Herta. He's abandoning on the hards.
They're putting hards on again!
Wow.
Oh, almost killed it. 28's in.
Why would you go back to the hards? It looks like the softs are the best tire now.
I don't know.
They didn't come to him at all. Dude, Pato is absolutely obliterating the field today, man. Dude, track temp is 119, bro. Jeez. Shocker. I did not predict that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Palou's coming in. They got the tires ready. Here he comes. He better be going sticker hard or sticker softs. Nope, they're going primary. Whoa, somebody's in the grass. Oh, it's Ericsson, just came off pit road. Oh, yeah, he just overshot that completely. God damn, bro. They sent it. McLaughlin got by Rahal again. Jesus. How is he going faster as the tires are wearing? I mean, I understand these cars getting lighter with fuel load, but still. Oh, here comes Pato. And he's going back to the softs, dude. Oh, man.
No, he's got hards on.
Are they? Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. It threw me off with the little freaking papaya ring. Wow, Rossi's just barely ahead of Pato. Even with the pit stop. Where's Lundgaard? Oh, there's Lundgaard. He's in the frame. Well, imagine where Lundgaard would have been if he didn't get stuck behind that big long line of traffic before they all pitted. He'd probably be the leader right now. Look how much he's fighting the wheel. Holy cow.
Wow. R.I.P.
That kills his race. Still not pitting. No, he's got to pit right here. I don't think he's going to. Yep, here he goes. I had a feeling he was going to stay out again, dude. I was like, what the hell? It's going back soft.
Oh. Okay.
Look how much time Lundgaard gained on
Santino
Award.
Ferrucci lost his hybrid.
Jeez. This freaking hybrid system, man. You never know with it, dude. It's like, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's this. Falls apart. Pato's still faster, and he's on the hard tires compared to the softs of Lundgaard. They need to tech that 5 car. I think there's some cheating going on there.
First caution flag for NASCAR here.
Oh, really?
Is that
Stage?
C-Bell? And it's C-Bell. Lost it off of turn 4.
Oh, goodness. Watch this season fall apart now.
Typically, it does. I don't think he hit the wall, though. Yeah, he looks pretty good.
Who's leading right now?
Blaney. Blaney's been dominating first stage.
Oh, okay.
Got 9 to go for stage 1, so they're going to shoot it out here.
That's what I feel like. It's going to be Blaney versus Larson versus Reddick all day. We are to the end of the first stage.
9 to go.
9 to go. That was the dumbest commercial I've ever seen. I don't know how anybody's gonna be able to beat Palou or Pato Ward, dude. To be honest, the way this race is going, he's just too quick, dude. He puts on hard tires and he's still faster than Lundgaard on brand new reds. Insane. When everybody else has been losing seconds at a time on him.
IndyCar Series on Fox live from the Thermal Club. Scott McLaughlin on pit lane, and he has had a miserable day so far, guys.
Yeah, what a terrible day.
From that contact he took before he even got to the green flag on the right side of his race car, as Team Penske mechanics are, we understand he has a hybrid unit overheating.
How many of them are going to happen today?
Incredibly high ambient temperature, high track temperature, just soaking up through the racetrack into these machines. All these cars running a based hybrid system. They're allowed to use a set amount of energy per lap. It lasts for about 5 seconds of pull, gives you about 60 horsepower boost, resets every lap, but it's unfortunately costing the threes a little bit of time. A lot of bit of time.
Look at those dudes.
Look at him, he gets on the scooter. He almost wrecked it, though.
The action on track is hot as the hybrids in the back of the three.
Well, no
Lundgaard's got the lead down to 2.5.
At Santino Ferrucci, but now Will Power's getting in on the action as well. All this, a fight over 11th place. We spoke to Ferrucci earlier on today. He said he was going to get his elbows out and go racing. Here, though, comes Will Power, making up for a miserable qualifying session for Penske and on the move.
And right now, with Nolan Siegel and Will Power chasing Ferrucci, they are on that soft tire. Ferrucci right now has his elbows out for a different reason, just trying to drive wide and hold them off. Ferrucci got a long way to go.
All right, we got to level up on X. Gonna win the race.
Next stop.
Go and vote.
Hell yeah.
Just ahead of them, David Malukas. So the two Dale Coyne cars line astern at the moment.
AJ Foyt.
AJ Foyt even better. Even better.
Man, look at Malukas. 3 seconds ahead of his teammate.
Great run, dude.
An awful lot of their push to
I think Schwartzman is too, and BK. BK's 8th right now, netted out for all the sequences.
That's pretty good. VK got canned by ECR.
In P3, waiting to make his move.
Another guy having a good race.
Look at this long line of cars all bunched up. This is going to be great.
Meyer Shank Racing. Strong qualifying, second weekend in a row, but backing it up right now, running in P6. Doing a great job. Ahead of Alex Rossi, jumped them in that last set of pit stops. VK again, another one of the stars.
Wow.
St.
8 tenths of a second faster was Lundgaard. Yeah.
Right behind
Palou can't even keep up with Lundgaard.
No. Only problem is Lundgaard hasn't put the primary tires on yet, so he's going to really suffer at the end of this race.
Right on board with Alex.
That's why he's got to get the lead now, or he's got no chance.
Up and through and past, and that's a lovely move from the veteran on the youngster. Beautiful stuff from Will Power. Takes it up to P12, and he's having a far better day.
So this will be an interesting dynamic with Will Power, who's been somewhat of a mentor to the younger Santino Ferrucci.
Well, we're a third of the way through the race now.
AJ Foyt and Team Penske collaborate on setup. When Ferrucci had pole in Portland last year, Power was the first one there to congratulate him. How hard does Ferrucci try to hold off his mentors?
Whoa! That was a big-time block by Siegel.
Back straight, and Power had to go to the dirty side.
I like that.
The dirty side.
A little bit tougher on the two-time champion Will Power. Here he is on the board. You see him hit the button on his steering wheel. The push-to-pass activated. Hybrid being deployed. Chevy versus Chevy down into the brake zone. Clean, executed, good hard racing.
Santino's a sitting duck, dude. Power's gonna get by him.
He's lining up. Ferrucci up top. This is from on board with Siegel.
That's about as aggressive as you can defend. It's still straight and legit. He was proactive, not reactive, but I agree with you.
There goes Power.
See the young driver get after it as Power.
Easy.
Quickly past Ferrucci.
Light work.
And you see the sidewall tires, the difference between the two. Softs for Power, hards for Ferrucci.
Yeah, Lundgaard hasn't been able to cut any more time out of Pato
Just
Ward.
took a look at this onboard.
Pato's got it, man. I just don't see, unless they have some freaking failure on pit road or something.
You can sort of see it there as he goes through the corner. That's what the driver's trying to take care of, trying to make sure they don't overdo it, slide these tires too much and make them wear. But he's doing a great job right now, up 10 places from where he started.
Just goes to show how much they learned.
Look at Armstrong in sixth.
Forward Penske took in that warm-up session. A really difficult weekend for them all the way through, but the pace, the impressive speed that Will Power has been showing.
Money, getting into it, Frisco.
Places on where he started.
Oh, good. Oh, they were both wrecked.
Next man for Will Power.
Byron pushed Frisco ahead of money.
His potential future, of course. AJ Foyt with that hookup with Penske. Will Power trying to hunt him down.
As the laps burn on here, drivers will continue to tune their race car with all of the subtle little adjustments and some not so subtle adjustments available in the cockpit. Right on
Allmendinger in sixth.
Now,
I knew he was going to do good, man. It's like his best track.
Is the brake bias adjustment.
Two to go here, stage one.
For managing how your car enters the corner in the brake zones and trailing in. Thanks to Delara, let's take a closer
Whoa,
look.
who's that?
There goes.
Oh, he overshot it. It's Foster.
On Siegel and
Foster.
overcooks it. So potentially
Whoa.
locking up a little.
Oh, he's
bit.
going back at him.
Talking about it, they're side by side.
He's got the outside line, though. It's not going to work.
Trying to get in on the action as well.
Oh, these are all the rookies, dude. Just battle. Or I guess not. Rasmussen's not a rookie, but second year, sophomore.
That move feels perhaps Nolan Siegel now under a bit of pressure. Perhaps.
Whoa.
And now
Oh, he overshoots again.
Oh, the crossover.
Gets it done.
You saw the left
Nope. Didn't get it.
And then that can allow us to get back
Foster's
to
just
that
over
Delara
driving
getaway
right now.
car.
Oh, big time block.
Rasmussen defends. They might have touched there, wheel to wheel. This is a fierce battle.
Just can't make it happen on the outside. Whoa, sit.
Simpson and Rahal. Sorry,
Oh, my goodness.
Rahal trying to hang around the outside there.
This is a good track, man. This is some great racing. Oh.
Kiffin doing a great job hanging on to it on the dirty part of the track.
Smart move from Kiffin Simpson. That's a no-win situation to challenge.
That's a smart
one
move.
Of the most experienced drivers in the field, Graham.
Because Rahal wasn't going to lift. I mean,
Blaney wins stage one. Bowman P2.
Bowman's P2?
Yep. He sat there the whole race, too. Or so far.
It's like his worst track, too. Besides, like, Richmond and
the left
Martin.
grip of the steering wheel, you're going to see a red knob that adjusts front and rear. That's going to change the distribution of brake pressure to the front axle or the rear axle, depending on the handling. In the case of Rasmussen, he locked to front, so he would be dialing counterclockwise to the rear. What does that do? Well, let's fly inside, go between the throttle.
Fly inside of it.
Bulkhead, spin around, and take a look at the master cylinders, which are adjustable based on this threaded barrel. That's what that knob is turning inside the cockpit, like the scales of justice. This is trying to balance things out in terms of braking, optimizing all.
I feel like that's a little dramatic.
I don't know, man. Thompson Bell is just freaking hilarious, dude. On the dirty side. Oh, man. Scoring one more time. Keep that updated. I'm impressed with the Marcus Armstrong, man. I knew he was going to be good, man. That first year when he was running part-time only on the road street courses for Ganassi, I was like, dude, this dude's going to be something, dude. Hey, they got McLaughlin fixed. Whoa, contact. Oh, still contact.
Look at that.
Siegel and Rasmussen. Still contact, and then we cut to an onboard with Newgarden. I hate Fox. They are fucking terrible. Why? Not only are we having a side-by-side battle under commercial, then we cut away to an onboard with Newgarden. What the fuck are we doing? How many cutaways have we had this race away from important shit? We had the Schwartzman pit stop where the wheel's spinning. Then we have this side-by-side battle. We had another one earlier that they didn't even show. This is freaking ridiculous. Can you imagine if Fox directed a movie?
No.
Like, you'd have a
There'd be,
dialogue
like,
scene, and then
There'd
all
be
of a
like
sudden it would
50
cut to
main
like some
characters,
people. Yeah.
300 subplots. And
Yeah.
you're having a cutaway every 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some big dialogue moment in the film, and they cut off to like some random
then-
scene of a park, and like some
Yeah,
kid,
and then
like,
the
playing
narrator's
fetch with his
just
dog.
gaslighting you into thinking this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn, man. Stay 1,500 miles away from anything Fox. Can you imagine if Fox was the one that filmed the moon landing?
At this point, it's believable.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, and then it cuts to the freaking control center, command center.
Yeah, right. Like mid-jump.
Mid-jump.
Was that of the wall or just a little bit of dust kicked up from Newgarden as he exited the pits?
They didn't go very far on that stint. And I'm starting to wonder, is either of these two drivers, are they bailing on a three-stopper and they're going to try to do it on pace, because it's been a struggle bus for both Dixon and Newgarden so far today.
It's funny, I spoke to Brad Goldberg, the engineer for the number 9 car after warm-up, and he said, look, we got held up in...
Whoa, we got both of the Meyer Shank guys racing.
But we're feeling pretty good about the car.
They just had a caution
We're
in
just not seeing
the
the
cup
progression
race,
to the
but
field
I don't know
we're used to
why.
seeing out of Scott Dixon in
Probably
the 19
freaking
when they
debris.
find themselves a little bit...
Or is
on
it
the
still the stage caution? Good lord.
It probably is.
Rosenquist ahead of Armstrong, 7th and 8th.
It takes them too long to do
Performance
this
so
stupid
far from
stage
these guys
breaks.
as we creep towards half distance.
Yeah, beautiful run from them.
Whoa.
Alexander Rossi, a little bit further down the road in P6.
Rosenquist got in there
ahead of
deep,
these
dude. I
guys.
thought he was going to
Is
lose
this
it there for a
Carl
second.
Kirkwood riding on board?
Kirkwood got by Herta?
Colton Herta.
Oh, no, he's been
behind
ahead of
Ross.
Herta. Never mind.
He's probably not very chilly in the cockpit for Kirkwood, but it's definitely a hot kind of feel.
Not
Dude,
very
Towns is on
chilly.
one today, dude.
Continues
In the cockpit, brother.
It's rising about 120 degrees out there right now, and that's about what it feels like in the cockpit.
I think he'll be going straight to Chili's for a cold beer after this one. He's doing a great job, though. Started 8th, as you see up
New
the front,
Townsend's
running
on
those
today, bro.
black sidewall hard tires right
he's
now,
like
and he's
shooting
done
everything.
a very good job to get ahead of Colton Herta. He's maintaining a good pace. It'll be interesting to see what tire he goes on to from now. He's run both compounds. He's satisfied the tire rule. Now he's got to make the decision. Does he want to stick to the primaries? Does he want to go to the softer alternates? His teammate here, Cambridge on board, Colton Herta. This is one driver that's gone hard. One of the few drivers that's done it. He's got a sticker set of red that he has to use. And look at this battle here. Nolan Siegel once again goes out against a 6-time champion.
He did it with Will Power, a 2-time champion earlier, but the 6-timer getting it done, flexing some muscle there.
On the fresh tires.
Dixon wasn't going to lift either.
Easy for him, but
Dixon's been non-factor all day.
Dude, him, Newgarden, freaking basically all
tensies.
at all. Just can't seem to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, Newgarden's P20.
Yeah, it has been just terrible.
Dixon's 2022. I mean,
but Siegel's still
what
young,
the
still
hell?
learning. Did a great job in St. Pete on his qualifying performance. Still working on some of the road course stuff, but getting aggressive as Will Power, the biggest mover today, coming to pit lane.
VK is up 5 spots, dude, in this race.
And Power is one of those that had an extra
Absolutely
set
insane.
of the softs, but he's not
Lucas
going to
gets himself in the
P9.
P9.
He's going to another U set of the red sidewalls. So he is now should be in the window.
U set of reds?
One more stop.
Yeah, they started on the hards.
Oh,
Yeah, they
okay.
started on the primary.
Power's back out.
Power, one of the big movers today, making his way back out. They're really.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Program not be available in your area. What the hell do you mean? Oh, let me update time and scoring again. I don't know why it doesn't keep updating automatically. Closing in on the halfway point. The better grease getter.
Oh, Chase Briscoe. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. This is Vegas.
Almost jumped the gun on that one. That would have been great
Yeah.
to see, though. Screw that guy.
Oh. Oh, is Bowman going to win it off? Oh, Josh Berry and Joey Logano wreck on pit road.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Big wreck. Got into
Oh,
Larson
I
as
just
well.
saw it on the corner of your screen. Oh my
you can't see it,
god.
huh?
Just just like a third of the screen or a quarter of the screen. That's
Got into
funny, man.
Larson and Hamlin there. We call that hung money.
Hung money.
Kind of out of his control, but you know what? It fits.
Anything that happens to Larson is hung money. Win, lose, die trying. It's hung money.
Oh, they killed that leading edge floor exit.
It's over.
And look at that. We got Host and Karsavar out front.
Host and Karsavar. Did he take 2 tires or something, or did he
Must have. I didn't see.
not pit?
He could have not pitted. They had a caution 9 laps before stage. How many commercials are we going to get, brother?
I have no idea. I'm excited about this college basketball crown, dude. Boise State's going to win it.
Already 3 wide. Into turn. Oh, man! Hocevar! He is slow, and he almost had a big old wreck right there.
Typical Hosen.
That's a bad call by Spire, man. Bad call.
Is he fading big time?
Yes. He's already out of the top 10.
Why did they not pit?
Oh, no, he's
What
not.
the
He's
hell
P7.
were they doing?
Yeah, well, now he's P11.
What the hell?
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know why they didn't pit. How many commercials, dude? This is the craziest. This is typical Fox, bro. Commercial fest, bro. We're going to miss half the race. Oh, my God. That's the thing about Fox. Fox spends more time promoting events coming up on Fox than actually playing the event that's actually going on. Like, they spent all this time promoting this IndyCar race.
Oh, here we go again.
And then now they got to promote the college basketball crown, baseball night in America, UFL kickoff. And then when those events happen, they're going to promote the next set of events. You know, it's like, why would anybody watch the event when all you do is, why is the NASCAR race on?
It literally says Thermal Club. What? Are you fudging me right now?
Fox! Oh my God.
Didn't we have this issue last year too? At Thermal? I'm almost positive we did.
Did some activist go cut the cables or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go use the bathroom. So I'll be back.
Dude, what the hell has happened to the IndyCar, man? This is ridiculous, guys. Trying to watch IndyCar, you can't. We have to watch the stupid NASCAR race. Guys, I'm so devastated right now. I'm freaking devastated, man. No, they're still on this NASCAR race.
Wow. They get primetime Fox and they screw it up.
They screw it up, man. This is typical Fox, dude. Typical Fox. Why am I even shocked? At least I got timing and scoring up on it, at least. Palou's in the lead. How is Palou
in the lead?
Somebody, we got to tweet at Fox. What the hell, man? Yeah, Palou's in the lead, 23 seconds up on Pato.
He must have pitted.
Had to have. I'm disappointed, man. He's a farmer, man. They've literally ran out of TV content that they've got this show now called Farmer's Wife. But it feels bad, man. Fox is running out of content. Oh my goodness, man. We got more pit stops going on. Rasmussen just pitted. Looks like. Hopefully when we get back from commercial, they go right to the IndyCar race.
Hopefully.
Oh, Pato and Lundgaard both went with the hard tires.
I'm getting hydrated for Talladega, Jay. Got me some liquid IV. I've been drinking one a day.
I've been drinking 2 of these things a day at least.
Well, we're back.
Oh, we are back. But no audio. At least we got visual.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
No!
Jesus.
Fox! I don't care if we didn't have audio. I just want to have visual at least. He's a farmer, man. I'm freaking so disappointed in Fox today, man. This is just pathetic. How could you be proud of this if you're Fox?
Who knows?
Oh, Pato back to lead. Palou pitted. And we're back to the... Guys, we had visual! I don't care if we had no audio. Come on, man. Program alert. Thermal has experienced technical difficulties you watch in live coverage of NASCAR Cup Series racing at Martinsville. They better post the full race on YouTube like tonight so people can actually go back and watch this. This is bullshit. You're talking about the premier open wheel series in the United States and they can't even freaking broadcast it on Big Fox? Lowe's votes are going down. He's at 50% now. People are bailing on the Palou. He's only
Don't give up on the dream, brother.
Behind.
He's still winning the X poll right now. Oh my gosh.
I did
can't
not
believe
plan
this.
on watching.
I really
NASCAR
cannot believe
today.
this.
This is so lame. This is crazy, man.
Here it is. Here's the update. Our IndyCar production truck has an electrical issue. We are working to get it fixed as quickly as possible. In the meantime, we have NASCAR bonus coverage on Fox and FS1 until the IndyCar truck is back online. Well,
by the time they get it back online, the race will be over. Palou's down to 8.7 seconds back, dude. He's gained a lot of time. Don't count out Palou, guys. It's hello Palou season.
come on.
It's a 3-car race.
Yeah.
Herta drove himself out of it. Kirkwood's not really in it either. They're both 26 and 28 seconds back, respectively.
Wood Brothers Racing just tweeted, now we're back here watching John Hunter Nemechek block for 50th place. That's awesome. Wood Brothers they've done a great job on their social media lately. They're almost like RFK now.
Did VK double stop back to back? Because now he's back to 15th. What the hell happened? Oh, you know what? He did stop because I think Newgarden, Power, Dixon, I think a couple of those guys are on a 2-stop instead of a 3-stop.
Well, right now, Palou is a half a second quicker than Award.
Yeah, he's been cutting into that lead. It's down to 8.2 now. He's cutting half a second out per lap. Palou's
Damn,
not
he
out
was
of
a
this.
second quicker than Lundgaard last lap.
Yeah, he's got
On the
down to
blacks.
3.5 to Lundgaard. Maybe he just doesn't have the pace on the Reds compared to the McLarens on Reds, but when he puts the blacks on, he's faster than them on blacks.
Oh, come on, man. I want to watch this race.
I know, and there's only 26 laps to go. Like, come on, guys, get it fixed.
They try to make it so relevant, man. It's
This
just
is
so
like
cringy.
This is like getting stuck in eternal hell, man. You know what this reminds me of is that South Park episode where they're trying to convince Michael Jackson that he died so they could take off to the afterlife, and then they end up landing in hell once he finally realizes. 7.9 seconds pulls back now. He is just absolutely eating into that lead.
Yeah, he's almost a second and a half quicker last time. Well, never mind. Sorry. Almost a second. 0.3 quicker than Award. He needs a little bit more in terms of overall race.
Well, they need a good adjustment on this final stop when they put the Reds back on.
This is awful. This is just terrible.
I can't believe this, man.
Oh my gosh.
They get priority with Big Fox and then they fuck it up. Hey! Back to IndyCar!
Got it? About time.
$7.7, dude. Don't count out Palou. He's closing into Lundgaard.
Never count him out. Look at Dixon. He's up to 11th now from 22nd.
Dixon's having a race, man.
Oh, and he just lost a spot. So.
I think he pitted. Or they just, I don't understand what's going on with
back.
time and scoring.
Yeah, who knows? All right.
7.2. Once he gets to Lundgaard, he's got to make quick work of him, though.
Quick work.
Got to get by him quick.
Putting some ARB in it. No, brick bites on the left side.
I think timing and scoring is off on the broadcast as well. Come on, Palou. Yeah, got to get by him. Damn. He's been closing in. Hasn't really been using the button a whole ton either.
Oh!
Oh!
Look at that!
He's got to get close enough on that final corner to make a run. This is the straightaway. You know that Lundgaard's on the button.
Yeah, he's on the button. Oh! Wreck on the pit road! It's Suarez!
No, of course it is. Shocker. Gotta make quick work of this. Yeah, he's losing so much time behind Lundgaard.
No.
No. Let's back that up a little bit. That's not how I remember that going down. Oh, this is it.
All right, big dog. Here you go.
Get on the button. Damn.
Oh, my gosh. He's losing so much time.
Yeah, he's just bleeding time. Problem is, the one place where Plo's able to make the pass, he's not able to because Lundgaard's on the freaking push to pass.
God damn it. Come on,
Not
man.
close enough out of that corner.
Well, why wouldn't there be team tactics? Come on.
It's McLaren. This is typical McLaren bullshit.
Oh, there we go.
The only problem is Lundgaard's on the
no,
button
not really.
too. Wow, look, it's 9.2 now, bro. It's getting out of hand.
It's over.
I just don't think he's going to be able to make it happen, dude. He's going to have to do it the undercut. He's going to have the tire advantage in the final stint. It's just a matter of getting clear here would have been nice. Close a lot closer. Can he get an exit here, though? Nope. He's lost 2.5 seconds sitting behind freaking Lundgaard, man. 2.8 seconds. Oh, Will Power's on pit road.
Play, Will Power to the pits, Joseph Newgarden to the pits, Meyer Shank in as well. That's Armstrong, Rasmussen in Dixon are also on pit lane as we roll lap 47, 46 completed here at the Thermal Club. O'Ward still leads from Christian Lundgaard. It's a McLaren 1-2, but Lundgaard under increasing pressure from Alex Palou.
He's done a brilliant job holding off Alex Palou these last 10 laps. We understand Christian Lundgaard might be coming to pit lane now. That'll open up the racetrack for Alex Palou, and he will go as fast as he can to try to make the overcut work. Let's see what Lundgaard does. Yep. Indeed, he comes to the
he's in the box.
Out. Go fast time for Palou. Go fast time.
All right, come on, Palou. You gotta make some time up, brother.
We'll keep an
Two laps.
Times from Alex Palou. O'Ward, your leader on 1:46 is what can Palou do in clean air? Jack.
He should go through. Well, no. Hit on lap 50.
Tires ready for Christian Lundgaard. As you guys have mentioned, he was under a lot of pressure there. Hits his marks nicely.
Will he be able to go back to the saw?
It's a clean stop. Guns are away.
Yeah. I was just looking at the last pit, and he's got 3 lap pressure tires in O'Ward, but
Alexander
Lundgaard
soft
he
has options here for this final stop, and he's going to use the used.
Only promise he's been better than them.
He thinks that's the better tire. He actually could on fuel have gone a couple of laps
when they
longer,
put when they're both on softs.
Preferred tire, and he is getting set to come back out and see if he can get into the top 5 today.
Well, it's also end of the race.
Alex
Palou probably hasn't pushed that hard throughout the entire race. We're about to see the true speed of all of these cars right now.
Oh yeah. Well, did Lundgaard just go back to the hards?
They maximize the clean racetrack.
It looked like he did.
I thought softs on.
All that turbulent air gone. That Delar IndyCar working perfectly with front and rear wings.
And this is the part where Palou comes into his own. This is where he
Lundgaard went back to hard.
This is where he makes
he's done then.
Told us earlier in the week.
Yeah, he had to go hards because he hasn't had hards all race.
Galaxy finds those reserves of pace.
I thought he just had hards on.
Yeah, he did. I don't
the time and make up the position.
It's going to be a great read. Who's better?
Well, maybe they didn't have another
situation. Alex Palou,
That's probably
last lap a 147.617. He's about to cross the timing line. How fast did he make this?
Still faster than Award.
Push to pass, it's a 146.4. That's quicker than Award last lap.
Okay. Not over.
Some trouble in pit lane for one of the cars during this cycle. It's the number 60.
Oh my
You see
gosh.
the outside front had a little bit of a hesitation.
Oh, ran over the gun.
Oh, what are you doing? That's a penalty. Pull the frickin' hose, man. What are you doing? Oh my gosh.
The car has some discretion in terms of if and how they penalize.
Frickin' engineers, man.
Anything, James?
I think that one's clear. It didn't hit anyone. It didn't leave the pit box. I think, managed to escape a potential issue there.
They didn't give him a penalty? Wow.
Really?
No penalty.
Oh my God, buy a freaking lottery ticket today, brother.
No shit.
11-second deficit to Patricio O'Ward. They will come in for the final stop, not just for tires, but also for Shell 100% renewable fuel and get going on their way again. That gap between O'Ward and Palou, 11 seconds.
That
guys.
Lundgaard screwed him,
Can he
man.
do it on the softer
Lost 4
tire? Is it
seconds
even
behind him.
conceivable?
Best thing is he gets that brand new soft tire to finish. That'll make his car have more grip, more speed than at any other point today.
This time or next time by.
It's Palou. We know
I'd pit
how
now.
clinical
I'd
he
try
is,
to do the
how
undercut on
perfect
Pato.
and how fast he is.
But
Yeah,
he has a
that's a good idea.
There's the call.
You want to, yes.
Barry
Oh.
Monster, the strategist on Chip Ganassi Racing, leaving it up to his driver, and I think
There goes, coming in.
You gotta do the undercut. You have to. It's the only play you got.
Right, brother. You gotta come out ahead of guard.
And Palou chooses now to put on the sticker soft, brand new set of soft tires.
Did you just see that?
Jack.
The whole screen
The
changed
most
color.
important stop of the day for the 10. I thought his in-lap
That'd
looked
be
to
like
be
I was shrooms or something.
Yeah, dude, it was all trippy there for a second.
Softer tires on. He's going to have a huge push to the end. He's got about 11 seconds to try and
Go!
Let's see if he can do it.
all right, so is Alex
Where's
Palou
Lundgaard? Show the camera. Where's Lundgaard?
battling with Christian Lundgaard? The question is, how fast has Lundgaard been?
Oh,
There he is,
he's
right
not
there.
gonna beat
It's gonna be
him.
close.
Fuck.
Wait, he's gonna get the run here. No, it's done.
He has to make it work. He has to make it work now. He's exactly where he didn't want to be, which is stuck behind Lundgaard again.
Hit it
on the
one lap
softer
too
rubber.
late.
He has to make it work now. He has to take this advantage and get around him if he wants to have any hope at all of pulling in Patricio O'Ward for the win.
Now look, last time when he was stuck behind him, it was hard tire versus hard tire. Now it's brand new sticker softs on the 10.
Alex has
He can
to
do it.
get
Lundgaard
it.
is
He can do it.
completely the
Get tire
bulldog, man.
temperature
He's just
and be
completely
even
screwed
more
below all
aggressive to
race.
get by and have a
Yeah, but
chance
he's
at
got more
second
push to pass than
and
Lundgaard.
possibly the win.
And if you're the 5-car of Pato O'Ward, you should pit now. Make sure that you don't get caught
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
by a close pit. Should a
That'd
yellow
be the
car
smart
get
thing.
a good gap. Just cover off these guys.
And going back to push to pass, James.
Oh, he's so much faster than Lundgaard through the corners.
2 seconds as the overall leader. Pato O'Ward, we understand, is on pit lane, coming to Kevin Lee.
Mistake.
This time for Pato O'Ward. 5
Fuck
laps
it up.
ago, he was told that Alex Palou has
He's putting hards on?
Yeah, they don't have another set. They're same with Lundgaard.
Soft tires. This is a
They don't
new
have any
set
more
on the
softs.
order. Black sidewall. Back out. 11 seconds to play with. Who's going to get it?
11 seconds to play, 15 laps to go for the
Oh, he's
win.
gonna get stuck by a lot of traffic here.
Yeah, he's gonna get screwed. Holy shit, this race is turning up, brother.
O'Ward had a perfect
Look at this.
There's gonna be a lot of traffic.
looking very chill in the cockpit. He knows he has a comfortable gap, and there you see it. Second place, Lundgaard, not even close. Alex Palou, though.
Yeah,
very
but that's
close.
oh, Palou!
Oh, he's going. There it goes.
Palou with the move on.
Oh, come on!
But Lundgaard gets it back alongside and will edge him.
That's okay.
Push the pass.
Side by
Use
side
the push the
now,
pass.
the run down out of one and into two. It's a right-hander. Palou will have.
There it is. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, crossover now!
But
Oh my gosh.
on
No!
the inside of him. Wonderful drive.
Come on, Palou.
Palou tries now around the outside, and this
Dude.
will all lead
Ah!
Come on.
through the switchbacks and onto the back section. Palou going one way and the other.
Send it!
Here he goes.
On the inside, Palou against
The crossovers, man.
Has he?
Oh, he hit the curb.
Yes!
There we go. There we go. You got the push pass. You got to use push pass off the inside.
Both drivers on push to pass. Both drivers with dirty tires. Lundgaard now tries to do
There we go. There we go.
with the block on the
It's all right.
inside.
Palou's got him.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, he
Yep,
can.
yep.
Yes!
Lead.
Now, especially with those
9
All right.
point
All right.
nine.
9.5.
forward trying to close
And he's got the
And
tire.
the
advantage.
awards is on black.
16 laps to go.
All right.
He knew
Dial it in, brother.
position. He was never going to give it up. Never going to give it up. Gave it
9
all he
seconds
could.
now.
Everything he had.
He's got to gain basically half a second a lap.
Award on Monday for being a great teammate and trying
No,
to mix
6/10
it up
of a
as
second
best
lap.
he
Oh,
could.
look at it,
Lundgaard
8.6. He's
brings
already
on the
cutting
harder
it in.
tire, a
And
solid
Pato's got all that traffic in front of him.
Lundgaard, a bright talent in this sport.
I was just going to say, look at the gap he's already opened up.
8.1. He's closing, dude. This is good. This is IndyCar at its
And this is
peak,
where the
man.
team information will be critical for award. They'll know
7.7.
left in the race. They'll want to give the gap update to
7.6,
Palou.
dude. He is
The
just
lead is
killing
already
it.
down to 7.5 seconds. Palou
Wow.
is head down and charging.
Come on, Palou. Come on, Palou.
Timer above Alex Palou.
It's Hello Palou season. All these people changing their votes.
Award before those tires lose their life. Make every corner, every lap count.
And the other thing that's interesting is Pato O'Ward right in front of him. He's got a trail
Ton of traffic.
lap down cars. They do not have to get out of his way. When he catches that traffic, that's going to slow him down even more. And there is nobody in between Palou and O'Ward on track.
As we sit on boards with Pato O'Ward, why don't we take a look back at the Pennzoil moment of the race, and it could only be that moment that we have just seen. A phenomenal battle between the guys sitting second and third today. Wonderful, back and forward, side by side, corner after corner. Lundgaard on the harder tire.
Oh,
Nobody can give
Lundgaard
it up,
pushed
but
Palou
knowing
basically off the
he
track
had
right
to
there.
Make it stick. He had to take the position if he wanted any chance of winning this race.
And he had to avoid contact.
You're not going to give it a 7, are you? No.
But
Okay.
he wants to win his 4th championship. As you take another look of the moments of this race between these two, because they've been a story all race long.
And look, so many times there it could have gone wrong. Absolutely
6.3, dude.
precise
He's
driving from
eating it alive.
On a charge, it is under 6.5 seconds.
Peak IndyCar, boys. You can't get this shit in NASCAR. It's 5.5 seconds, dude. Got 13 laps to go. And Palou is just carving this lead down, dude. And Pato's getting into deep traffic. They're side by side in front of him. Oh, Pato's getting slowed up big time here.
Come on, brother. 4 3/4 seconds.
That's Rasmussen.
Golly.
3.9.
2.1 seconds faster last lap.
Oh, Pato, big time move to the outside.
He can't get around him.
No, he's stuck. Oh, he's got him now.
Oh, here he goes. That's okay. He's still got a car in front of him.
3.12. 2.57.
He's freaking there, dude.
Dude, this race is turned. Look at him.
Look,
He's
there
there.
he is.
He's there. We got a race. And Pato cannot get by. Is that Foster or is that Santino? Santina.
It's not Santino. Look, it's Foster.
He's got him now.
Yeah, but he's gonna overshoot this.
Hopefully these lap cars work for Palou here.
Even then, it's 12 laps. And he is just so much faster. He's got so much time right now.
Yeah, but the only downside is Pato's got way more push to pass than Palou.
Oh, that's true.
That's the only thing.
Still, though, he's got the cornering advantage. Look, he's going right by him. It's like slicing butter with a hot knife.
Come on, get by Foster. Oh, big time move! Holy cow!
There we go, brother.
He's there. 2 seconds. It's gonna be way less. 1.8.
But you can see the gap. And Louis Foster there running a lap down did a big favor to Alex Palou, making it really easy to get through traffic. So now nothing stands but between.
Whoa! Pato almost lost it. Holy shit! He bounced the curve and went sideways.
Worked so hard, guys. We talked about it. This is the last thing you want to see. The 3-time champion in your mirrors at the face of the race. We know he is oh so good. This gap
what a
was
race!
11 seconds at the end of that pit cycle, back on lap 50. Lap 50.
Oh, he's there,
We're on
man.
lap 54. This is insane how quickly he's closed that gap. This is absolutely wide open.
Now, interestingly enough, ahead of Pato Award is Robert Schwartzman. That would put Schwartzman a lap down. The next car up is Nolan Siegel. That's Pato Award's teammate. How is that going to play out? Certainly,
I don't think it's going to matter because I think Palou's going to get by him before they even get to Siegel.
Messages about how McLaren wants to handle Palou today.
If we even get there, it's 1 second, the gap now between these two drivers. Pato Award, who has led every single moment of this bar for a couple of laps. Award has been in control. It's been easy for him. It's been steady. It's been controlled. But now it's not about control. He doesn't have the control anymore. That lies very much in Alex Palou's hands.
From pole, Award has led 50 of the 54 laps so far. It'll be 51 this time by, but I'm not sure he's going to make it to 52 at the rate that
he's
Alex
there.
Palou is catching him.
He is struggling, is Pato Award, to just keep the car on.
Here it is. Here it is.
Can he get it done? Into
here it is.
16 at the end of the lap. He is all
crossover. Oh!
Lead of the race, and he is impetuous.
I'm not even worried.
I'm not either, but damn, bro.
11 laps to go. I mean,
that's an eternity. 10 to go.
10 laps to go, yeah.
Well, don't say that yet. We've seen how tough it is.
Oh, they're matching. Push to pass.
They're even on push to pass. Okay, this is a straight up race now. Tire on tire, mano y mano. Man on woman.
The weight that Award leaves that void of clean air, and it makes Palou's car less efficient. And if you lose downforce, you rely more on tire grip.
Guys, come on.
Now, as Palou seems to
Stop riding that appendage right now.
No
Grip,
shit.
pace,
Frickin' McLaren,
poise,
frickin' love, dude.
purpose.
Pisses me off.
Palou is coming for Pato Award. Down the
I'd
back.
say just let him burn his push to pass. Stay behind him.
Award goes to defense.
Oh, he's got it. Here it is.
No!
It
Race
is.
over. Hello, Palou.
Never count him out, brother. Never count him out.
All right, I'm gonna close the poll so all you guys can live with the fact that you
of
changed
making these strategies work, pushing when he needs to. But now he has 10 laps to hang on to these tires and hope that he can make them last to the end.
I just cannot believe what we are watching once again. Alex Palou, though much more in the conversation from the drop of the green this week than a few weeks back ago at St. Pete. It is so impressive how at this phase of the race, he just turned
the hello Palou.
But he is not doing it alone as you hear the voice of Barry Wanzer come on and tell him to take care of the tires. Chip Ganassi Racing now 2 races in a row has figured out in the final pit exchange how to give this guy the advantage every time. And for Pato O'Ward, the eyes have to be rolling in the cockpit as he tries to hang on.
In the end, the move far easier than the one that he had to put on his teammates, but Alex Palou moves into the lead. Let's take a look though at the Pod's big move.
This is 100% the big move. Oh no, the big move of the race was him getting by Lundgaard.
For the lead, potentially the move for the win. Let's take a look on board. You saw the puff of brake.
Their strategy 2 weeks in a row, 2 races in a row, just crazy.
They want to go all the way to the inside and defend, get on the dirty side.
That's why, I mean, when you've got the best driver in the series and you literally have to strategize at the end, it makes it so much more open.
High fives and hugs and pit
Because it feels like whatever you give Palou late is going to be the winning move.
Final stint, and he can get it done more often than not.
Still a lot in front of Alex Palou in order to get to this win. 9 laps remaining, and now he encounters the tail end of the lead lap. That car, Robert Schwartzman, and the next one.
I really don't think it's going to matter, though.
Be Pato O'Ward's teammate, Nolan Siegel. Pato O'Ward, though, has more push to pass seconds remaining. 23 to Palou's 19. So if Ward can hang in here, and by some miracle, Palou starts to lose the handle in the California desert sun of his tires, he might have a shot.
No, we haven't seen it all day. We haven't seen those hard tires have an advantage all day.
Palou. Kevin, you got some news on Pato?
Well, as you might expect, he's pretty dejected right now, and they're telling him about it to his teammate Christian Lundgaard.
He just got absolutely
dejected, brother.
Hey, this is still a really good points day, but he thought he was going to have a win in hand.
As they
No, sir.
now,
No, sir. You
discounted
Palou. That's what
Yep,
happens.
exactly.
That's
They
what
got 2
happens.
lax with their strategy, man.
He'd be actually tied for third, fourth, and fifth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would be Dixon, Lundgaard, and O'Ward all tied for third, fourth, and fifth, 41 points behind Palou, and it's actually Kyle Kirkwood.
41 points.
Insane.
Very strongly right now in the 4th position, just ahead of his Andretti teammate Colton Herta. Strong drive from the young Floridian.
This is why Palou is looking at a
Similar
4th
strategy,
championship.
So for Kirkwood to hang on, like you said, that's a really good day. 2 young Americans there, 2 young teammates. As Palou continues to open the gap, now about 3.5 seconds to Pato O'Ward.
Crushing. Absolutely crushing.
Crushing.
A word for Will Power. 13 positions.
Why we gotta act like the broadcast has somebody died? Palou just made an amazing drive. Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about strategy and how he just absolutely executed everything to perfection today? Why don't we talk about that?
No, because we got to talk about how McLaren didn't win.
In the 3rd corner.
I mean, it's like watching Lewis Hamilton 2016 F1 era, where he just led every lap of every race. I mean, Palou started P3 and methodically worked his way up the strategy. His team probably did more than himself.
Yeah.
Seconds of push to pass left.
Let's take a listen to some radio from your race leader.
The gap back to O'Ward is now 3 seconds.
7 to go.
Four and a half seconds. Second place.
Just absolutely obliterating him.
Oh, man.
You mentioned it, Nolan Siegel, the next car in line there. If you're Palou,
Dude, they were down by like 15 seconds at one
point. It isn't
point,
just
dude.
Siegel.
Yep.
A few other cars, Ericsson and Devlin DiFrancesco up there as well. Let's just hold it back for these 7 laps.
Yeah, but the
Manage
balls
that gap,
on
get
this
us to
team
the
strategy,
O'Ward behind.
because going into this race, dude, we thought the hard tire was going to be the primary tire. McLaren set themselves up to have the hard tire at the end, and Ganassi did the opposite, and it somehow came back around for that to work for Ganassi. I mean, that's crazy, dude. Why are we not talking about that? Taking a risk on the non-thought primary or the non-thought choice tire.
In points, it matters in pride where you finish, even if that's for 20th.
And listen, guys, I come from a world where the order would go through to Siegel. hold him up. Do what you can. Stop him. Drop him back into the clutches of O'Ward. Is he going to get that kind of a call here, or does that just not happen?
Well, that team operates.
It doesn't matter. He's 5.5 seconds ahead. And Pato can't get by Schwartzman.
But would that, there's the message. That's the message. I think that was Brian Barnhart on the radio to Siegel saying, look, 10 cars behind him is the 5, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And Nolan Siegel may be young, but he's definitely got enough experience to know what that message means.
He's bright enough to know what that means, but look, I don't think you can keep Palou behind you even if you wanted to, no matter how well you do.
Power. It's power on Rossi. He's got through. The
Wow.
bit
Will
very
Power
much
turned a
between
shit
the two.
weekend
Will
into a
Power
good
is on an
result.
absolute charge. That's another position made up. That's his 14th position of the day.
And he's
Jesus.
only 4 seconds back of Rosenquist.
Power still has it.
Listening to that onboard of Rossi, he was having to be so ginger with the throttle, really seemingly struggling with those tires.
Will Power's been desperately impressive today. Desperately impressive in that Verizon Chevy.
Now, because Will Power didn't have a great qualifying, didn't make it to the top 12, he's got an extra set, Kevin, of those sticker reds that he's using right now.
Power at this point, but it might be a championship.
Lundgaard's
saving
18
drive.
seconds
Remember,
back.
He didn't even get through the first
6 seconds for O'Ward. That's
and
crazy.
starting near the
This
back
is
of the
crazy.
So it is a huge
Herta just got
day
by Kirkwood.
to try to get back in the championship.
Herta gets past his teammate Carl Kirkwood for P4. This then a replay of Will Power's move on Alexander Rossi. Not an easy one. He's going to go around the
Oh, he did it on the
outside.
outside.
He is. That's a tough place.
Holy
to pass.
cow.
Hang there, then he has the apex right here. Even tougher for Rossi to
What a
stay
pass by
wide and
Power,
hold it
dude.
there.
Holy shit.
And on board here with Will Power, this is the other view.
Just rolling
Rossi
off
gave him the
brake,
outside,
rolling
too.
that high
Power
line.
said, I'm taking it, dude.
Rossi being respectful, giving him the room, and as you say, once they got to 8, advantage, Power, job done.
That's a mega move. Absolutely wonderful. I'm seeing out the corner of my eye. I think Scott McLaughlin is calling it a day. It's been a rotten day for him. Right from the outset, got hit. Before we'd even rolled to green, he's on pit lane and out of the car.
Last race with 0
Scott McLaughlin,
cautions was the 2020
27th
Indy Road
last.
Course.
And
So let's see if Alex Palou is slowing down as Barry Wanzer pleaded. Yes, 47-0 that lap from Palou. What does Pato O'Ward have? 47-0. Going to take some more for O'Ward to catch him.
It's going to take some kind of interference for that to happen as we see this battle right here. Rasmussen, sorry, that's Rossi and Armstrong. Armstrong now has also got around Rossi. Rossi down to 9th. Armstrong up to 8th.
Armstrong with an 8th
and
place.
chasing down Will Power.
Good day for Meyer Shanks with Rosenquist 6th and Armstrong 8th. How the hell is Ray Hall in 10th, bro? I didn't even notice that. What the hell?
It's a strong drive for Marcus Armstrong. 30 career starts in the IndyCar Series rather.
Hey. Oh, Nolan Siegel moving forward.
Yeah. Siegel making his way
around Malukas.
past,
Is that? No, I think that's Jake
Francesco.
and Abel, who's already a lap down.
I think it's past Dave Francesco.
Yes, you're right. So Maluka's the next car up. Now Palou. How hard does he need to push here?
Not at all.
About that hard?
Yeah.
Not that hard, evidently, for what he's been doing. He's just so cool, calm, and collected behind the wheel in these conditions. Even when he was stuck behind Lundgaard for that whole stint, never got upset, never got flustered on the radio. You never saw him getting flamboyant behind the wheel, dropping wheels, locking brakes.
Crazy as it sounds, I mean, Nolan Siegel really just needs to whoa it up a little bit.
Do you think he understood the message?
He did, but I don't think he wants to play that game. It's not worth it, and I don't think he's even got the
I mean,
pace
even
and
if he
hands
does
to
hold
try to keep
Palou
Palou
up, it's not
behind
going to
such
matter
a pace
anyway
of
because
event
the
right
gap
I
is
just
so
don't think
big.
O'Ward he doesn't have the pace.
Where to go?
He's 7 seconds back.
Yeah.
Townsend, listen, we've been talking about it all weekend. This guy, our 3-time champion Alex Palou, we took a ride with him earlier in the weekend. You talked about his mental capacity, the spare capacity he has in there to just turn it
Is
on.
it?
Just on
Sweet
Discord.
Mr.
I
Perfect
can't.
on all
There's
the
no
engines.
broadcast.
What's remarkable about the ride we took
Oh,
with
it's not
Alex
working?
Palou is his
Yeah.
ability to drive at
Let
the
me
very limit automatically, like it's breathing for him. And he uses all of that bandwidth to think about strategy, tires, how hard to push, tuning the race car. as he
Good
gets
working.
a little
There
bit
we go.
closer to Siegel,
Perfect.
and as
Rosenquist
Rosenquist
takes 5th.
gets it from Kyle Kirkwood, who starts to fade here
It
a
is
little bit.
not over, not by a long shot. 4 laps to go.
Rosenquist
looks
bad.
man.
Had a
Great day
first
for Meyer
weekend
Shank,
out,
dude.
In
Yeah.
St. Pete, but ultimately didn't get the result that they wanted or felt that they deserved. Rosenquist making it stick up to 4th, and now he will go off to Colton Herta, who's just a couple of seconds down the road.
And remember, Kyle was ahead of Colton. He was in 4th, so obviously that pass happened earlier in the lap. Starting to struggle on these used soft tires. But back up front, I wonder if Palou has managed to clear
Will
Nolan
Power's going to
Siegel
get by
yet,
Kirkwood by the end of this, too.
because that gap could start coming down. He's
Oh,
still
not yet.
there. He's
Not
still there.
yet.
Interesting.
8-second gap. It's
Gap's
not going to
still
matter.
now 8 seconds, though, to Pato Award. So if you are Alex Palou, you can give up 2 seconds per lap with 4 laps remaining and still keep the lead.
And to your point, Siegel isn't slowing down. He's running 1 minute.
Is Siegel really gonna make him slow down?
47.
Really?
If Palou can't,
It ain't gonna
Oswald
matter
doesn't
anyway,
choose
dude.
to
The
get
gap's so
past
much.
Nolan Siegel, they're still running a second faster.
Yeah, but I mean, he can be an absolute,
I still gotta
you
give
know,
Kyle
butthole
credit
about
for his
it.
drive today. He was so good at that.
Try to
first
make
I
a
don't know.
mistake.
I don't know if he's
VK here on your
intentionally
screen.
doing it,
He's
dude. I just
fallen
think he's
back
that slow.
from a strong run earlier in the day. Not sure
I really
him
do,
out,
man. Like,
But as Palou, I think, just content to circle around behind the cars in front.
Great shot from our drone there, as you can really appreciate the different lines through the twists and turns here at Thermal. And James, totally agree with you. Not just Award's performance in the race today, but his rebound in practice and qualifying to get the pole. He was about 8/10 off his teammate Lundgaard in practice, found the gap, found the setup that he needed to start up front and ultimately run up front today.
And look, compared to his teammate Lundgaard, who, like you say, started right alongside of him, he is well down the road, over 10 seconds ahead. So
he's still
having
gaining
great
time
pace, just
on
the only guy that can beat him
Pato.
is the guy that no one
Tuck
seems
line
to
track.
be able to beat right now.
I mean, for the majority of this race, you know,
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
at how many laps he led.
I mean, it's
51,
over.
It looked like Pato
It's
O'Ward
over.
would take the advanced auto parts checkered flag. It didn't even look to be in question, and yet, as he does so often, Palou just getting the job done, and particularly in those pit windows.
Count it out below. Don't do
You
it.
can't count out
Making the
below.
laps, making the numbers.
And Palou here does not need to press. At this point, you've got a 9-second lead. You can literally just chill with 2 to go at the line.
This is risk mitigation at its absolute finest. You saw how early he cracked the throttle there down into 15.
All right,
It's just
2 to
not
go.
worth even considering.
Is James Hinchcliffe really commenting about how Palou needs to drive?
Fully focused forward, I think, on the car of David Malukas.
Oh, I don't know. You're frozen.
And even this group is
this
going faster
Oh,
than
really?
Pato Award right now. But guys, on
Oh,
the
yeah,
platform,
yeah,
as we
frozen.
watch this battle, Will Power picks up another spot. Got around Marcus Armstrong.
Yeah,
Now
I'll
into
back
6
on.
plus 15 on the day.
And Rosenquist only 1.5 seconds, 1.2,
There it is.
1.3 seconds behind Colton Herta. These positions are not fixed. They are not set in stone with 2 laps to go. And to finish your point about Pato, the turnaround from St. Pete, qualified
Rosenquist. I
23rd,
want to see the
makes
oh,
moves
Power got
through
by
the field, but it wasn't the weekend
Kirkwood. So did
that he
Armstrong,
wanted.
dude.
He will be
Wow,
disappointed to lose the win here, but what a turnaround from
Look at Power, plus 15. What a
Dude,
race
he's
for
had
him,
an
too. He
amazing
turned that around.
And I would be remiss
Well,
if I
he
didn't
started on the
mention
freaking hard
a guy we haven't
tires,
talked
which
about
is the same
much
strategy
today,
Herta started on,
Scott
and I
Dixon,
think he did better than Herta.
quietly running in 11,
Well,
would
he
be
did.
second in
For
the
sure.
championship, coming out of here to his teammate Alex Palou. There's the PNC orange and blue car of Scott Dixon.
That's
James,
for P10.
a Dixon-like day. Nothing spectacular, but getting the most points he can and staying in the hunt for potentially a 7th championship this season.
Where has that come from? Because
I was going to say he was down,
it.
he was down in the
He was down and out.
mid-teens, not that
Yeah,
long
yeah.
ago. He's back up.
I mean,
to
so
a
was
Rahal,
Rahal, too.
Still
Yeah, I know. I'm
Rahal
shocked.
is
Rahal's in
that top
10th right
10, but
now.
like you say,
Crazy.
it's a damage mitigation, damage limitation kind of day for Dixie.
And how lucky are we as fans that would mean if they finish like this, it would be Ganassi 1-2, McLaren 3-4 in the championship. Teams that definitely have some friction going towards the greatest
Final
match in
lap.
racing, the Indy 500. White flag for Alex Palou.
The last
Hello,
lap
Palou.
of the
Let's update
race
the
for
time score.
Mr.
One more.
Perfect, Alex Palou. What a
Oh,
job he has done. Kept his mind in the game all the way through. Unflappable and made it work when he needed to. James Townsend, what a drive from our reigning champion. He has been brilliant.
Dude, Rosenquist is close to Herta, dude. There's a chance Rosenquist get 4th here.
You had a good feeling about Palou because of the tire wear,
Palou,
how gentle he can be, how
going to lead only 12 laps.
Right.
And it's the last 12 laps when he got the red tires past Lundgaard.
And Rossi got 1 lap led too on that
I mean,
first sequence.
they asked me before the race who's going to win, and you want to look for excuses why it's not going to be Palou, but the body of work, the skill set, the execution, the methodical nature of his approach and that of his number 10 team is just so overwhelmingly convincing that this is the best right now. You simply can't pick anybody else.
He has been phenomenal. He is the man that they all
Dixon got by Rahal.
He is the man with the target on his back.
Yeah.
The reigning champion, the best in the field, and once again, he has turned up.
Destroys them with strategy.
Alex Palou.
A few more corners.
Of pure perfection and absolute.
He's almost got 10 seconds off Pato now, dude. How, that was like a, what is that, a 15 to 10 basically? That's a 25-second flip.
But Alex Palou.
That's insane.
He won in St. Pete.
Hello, Palou!
There it is.
Palou makes it back-to-back victories to start the 2025 season.
Way to go.
What a race.
Way
He did it.
to
He
go.
got it by 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. You guys are the best.
And we spoke to Chip Ganassi earlier today, who told us we are only just beginning to scratch the surface of how good this man is.
And no better display of it. Back-to-back wins for the first time since his dominant run in 2023 in the early part of the season, winning 3
Well,
in a
Rosenquist
row
did not get
and
hurt.
4 out of 5 on his way to his second championship.
Power
Brilliant
6th,
day for
Armstrong
Final
7th.
Award. He
Dixon
has to
somehow
come
comes
up
back to
and
10th.
salute Alex
Rossi
Palou.
9th.
Final Award knows that was something special today.
McLaren left St. Pete thoroughly disappointed. They led the race, but they were frustrated. It
was a
wasn't the
damn good
weekend they
race,
wanted.
man.
To bounce back from that,
So much
Awesome
strategy.
strategy.
the grid, take a double podium, that is night and day different.
Double podium on the same day. The Formula One team took home a 1-2. It's a great day for McLaren racing in general, and both Pato and Christian drove well. The team executed well. Can't be upset.
Both tied for 3rd in the championship by virtue of today's finish. So I totally agree. Strong start to the season for Arrow McLaren.
Herta with good points on the board in 4th. Hey, listen, let's have a word for Meyer Shank. Got it done. 5th and 7th. Rosenquist.
Yeah,
What a race.
Great
Power,
run.
I like
Come
this
on.
track,
15
too. It's a
places
great addition to
up
the
from where he
IndyCar
started.
calendar.
Absolutely elbows out and on it.
He needed it.
And who would have thought, man, that the red
drone
tires
just
were going to be
following
the
the leader,
freaking
the
choice
winner
tire in
around
this race, man.
on
I
his
thought it was going to be the
victory
hard.
lap,
With the
waving
track
to
temperature
the
we saw.
fans in the homes.
And Dixon
Unbelievable.
took one final position on that last lap, finishes 10th, so sits 2nd alone on his own. It's a Chip Ganassi 1-2 in the championship. Absolutely astonishing.
You know, when Chip told us, hey, we're only scratching the surface with Alex Palou, he said that this morning. He did it with a chuckle, if you remember. And the chuckle was, hey, I hate to break it to the rest of the field. That's how highly he rates this driver. And just think of the drivers that have been in the 10 car. Think of the drivers that have raced for Chip Ganassi. He knows what he has. It's a gem.
And then you look further back, Colton Herta, solid result there for Andretti Global. You got to think if he hadn't had his problems in St. Pete on that final stop, he'd be right up there as well in the championship. So nice, consistent drive
Unbelievable
from the
race.
young Californian
That was
ahead of
fun.
Felix Rosenquist pulling off
Hello,
a phenomenal
awesome
top
race.
5.
Tough finish for Rossi in the last few laps, but still, I think some motivation knowing they sit 9th in the points. Smaller team.
Only thing that
punching
sucks is
above
we
their
missed
weight
like
right
10
now.
laps in
Java
the
House
middle.
driver
There.
Alexander
12
Rossi
laps.
doing a great job with this
Stupid damn
organization.
electrical
And this
problems.
group's only going to get
Big
better.
Fox.
They're only going to grow, you know, as they learn
Big
how
Daddy
to
Fox.
Fox. The
Big
language
Daddy
they
Fox.
speak, only their second race together.
Your race winner, though, Alex
Look at the
Palou.
crew.
Look at him celebrating with his boys already. Driving along.
You know those guys are having more
A
fun
key,
than Help Palou is
integral
having,
part of this
honestly.
and they love him. It's 2 from 2 for Alex Palou for the DHL Honda. The number 10 brings
There's
it.
Chip. Look at Chip. Look at that.
Alex Palou
He's having a blast,
was one of
too.
the very finest that has ever driven for his team.
Oh, man. Of course, Chip's going to be the first one there, dude. He always is, too.
Yeah, no cautions whatsoever. So let's look among the top 10 for some good runs. Colton Herta, quite frankly, going to be, I think, all in all, happy with the top 5. Felix Rosenquist with the top 5. And how about Will Power, maybe plus 15 all day after a disastrous start?
There it is, big dog.
Hello, Palou. Dominant season incoming.
Yep.
Into the embrace of
Look
his
at
team.
Pato.
Wood and Lundgaard will be disappointed. Of course they will. They wanted the 1-2 today. But how do you stop this guy? How do you stop the unstoppable force that is Alex Palou?
How do you stop the unstoppable force that is Alex Palou?
And knowing you got to be perfect.
Caution-free race was something I was not expecting today, guys.
Not at all.
I was.
With everything that we saw in practice, the tire deg.
I felt like it was
What
going to
it
be a
was.
caution race.
I want to see how tired he looks after that race, because I remember in St. Pete he looked like he'd barely broken a sweat.
He looks pretty energetic right now. I'm not worried about his fitness.
Okay. Jack is down there with our race winner, Alex Palou. What a drive from him today. The Jack Harvey.
Alex Palou, you have started this season perfect. Back-to-back wins. I love seeing this embrace. Just tell me this relationship with you and your team. It's just so amazing to see. Just tell everybody about it.
Thank you all the
Bye.
fans. And I heard that there was some issues with the broadcast, so sorry to all the fans and thank you for sticking with us. But what an amazing weekend. Honestly, we had a really fast car since practice.
First driver to win first 2 races of season
And
3, Scott Dixon.
they executed very well. Everybody at Chip Ganassi Racing, the tank car, executed
Hello,
perfectly.
Palou,
We knew
bro.
it was
Holy
aggressive
cow.
to start with the
He's
huge
unbelievable.
reds, and we knew that we were looking towards the end of the race with that tank car. And yeah,
Look
we
at
did
the
it. So
Firestone,
back-to-back
the
wins.
Firehawk.
It's awesome.
What do you know about these
He's having a
Firestone
ball
tires that
back there.
seemingly no one else does? You do things on strategy that other people just can't. Can you share even a little bit how you manage to do it week in, week out?
No, I don't know. I have a great team, honestly. Like they give me a great car that I can manage, that I feel comfortable with, and they make it.
There's
look
just
easy.
something
So,
special about
they do
having
all
a
the work.
freaking
I just try and make it
interview
happen.
post-race
You're not
in
even
victory
sweating,
lane
but
instead of on the
congratulations to you
front
and
stretch
your
of
team.
a fucking racetrack.
Talk about spare capacity,
So
Townsend.
stupid.
Yeah, so is he like watching the show as he's making his moves?
Checking Twitter.
Where are the engineer face signs that they had a
Oh, I
couple years
know.
ago?
Oh, what a guy, what a drive.
They need
The
those
best
back.
engineer in
Parts,
freaking racing.
Auto Parts, checkered flag moment. Alex Palou takes the checkered flag. Absolutely sensational.
Hello,
drive.
Palou.
Brilliant day for the reigning champion. What a drive.
Awesome.
What a driver.
Freaking awesome.
Incredible stuff for Ganassi, for Alex Palou. What a start to the season.
What a start to the season. Alrighty, how much time's left in the NASCAR race? I'm tempted to stay on and see the end of that. Eh, 72 to go. I'm willing to stay for the end of it. All right, guys. Bonus coverage. We're going to stay for the end of the Cup race as well. We got 71 laps to go. Bubba Wallace is leading. Holy shit. How's Hung Money going to Hung Money it this week? Guarantee we're gonna have a late race caution. It's gonna ruin the end of this freaking race. Every week. $69 to go.
Works better in 1 and 2 than it does in 3 and 4.
The golden number.
He can get up beside him off the floor and get that run. See the big run he gets off the 2. Needs to try to do that getting into 3. He might go for a slide dog right here.
It definitely has more lanes. Down here in 3 and 4, you want to put the right sides or the left sides on that seam, whichever one helps your car
Larson.
the most.
Gonna get by Bubba here.
He can just maintain right here and put himself in a position to do that.
Here is some recent rumors. Ready?
Yeah, let's hit it.
Red Bull plans to give Colapinto the Racing Bull seat.
Over who?
Yuki Tsunoda to go to Red Bull. Liam Lawson to get Cayenne, and Colapinto to Racing Bulls.
I like that. I like that move.
Wallace up high to take the air off of Larson. They both enter high. So does Blaney.
Wow.
It's a timing thing for me watching this.
So that leaves Alpine
catching right.
SOL with replacing duel with Colapinto.
Yeah, it's so interesting. You have to lift really early right here
man.
in turn 1, and you'll throttle back up to the center of the corner, lift a little
Dude,
bit
Colapinto
again, and then put the
deserves that
throttle down
dude.
for the rest of the exit of the corner.
I was
Once you feel
hella
like the back of
impressed
the
with
car
him
or
last
the front
year
of the car
in his
has the
limited
right amount of
starts.
grip, but got to let off really early.
Dude,
when
TP
you're
is
that high
cooked
line
on
and
this
almost
track.
throttle back up for the end of the
Is
first
he?
third of the corner to the
Yeah,
to the
Baylor
center.
lost. His max
Bubba does a
points are
great job down here in
480.
3 and 4, right up on the wall where
To put that in perspective,
Yeah,
you
just
are
don't
at
get rattled
400.
right
I'm
now.
at 410.
If you're Bubba, just do what you're doing. Don't
He's
worry about
cooked.
where he is.
He's
You've got the
cooked.
track position.
I like the line he's running.
R.I.P.
See how much time he beats
All right,
him in the first half
PTP.
of the corner. He's going to come back up on him, but he doesn't catch him with enough momentum to do anything in 3 and 4.
And all that's brought Blaney back into play here. Now now 3
Duke
car
absolutely
lengths
obliterated
behind
Baylor.
Larson. 25, that's how many laps Bubba Wallace has led. It's the most laps he's led all season, and it's the most laps he's ever led here at Homestead, Miami.
Man, this is like the first time ever in our brackets that I have been out of first place.
4 seconds. That gap's
It
going
feels
to
like
He's
it.
catching him.
Yeah,
I've only got you by 10 points.
The reason that they're
It's
backing up
if
Hamlin,
it comes
he's
down
got
to
a
Florida
little
versus
bit
Duke for the
better
championship
clean air.
game, bro, it's
Bubba
gonna be
Wallace's car is
you
starting to
versus
slow
me
down a little
basically.
bit,
Who
but the
wins
guys,
that game?
in the 5 and the 12 are not fast
I'll stick
enough
with Duke,
to
man.
make
They got
that move
friggin'
on
Cooper
Bubba, so
Flag.
it's checking
He's
the
a
whole
beast.
thing up. And the closer Denny gets, he'll kind of fall into this.
Top 4
this
close in
pack
this
of-
race.
of-
65
and
to
what their
go.
Speed is
Top 4
because
under a
he's had
blanket.
cleaner air to get to that point.
Now all the leaders got tires at the same time at lap 169. Is there anything anymore to cooling your tires? I mean, not just saving your tires by not abusing them, but cooling your tires.
I tried to pick the
I've never found
underdog with UCLA and Tennessee. I chose UCLA.
Rhythm is definitely the most
Yeah, I saw
important thing
that.
to get into the
Tennessee,
rhythm of
yeah.
how much partial throttle it'll take.
I only
I
take
think
a
you'll
couple
probably-
upsets.
I think you'll probably have
how
to
much brake
be
you're using. So
Yeah,
there's
because
that
there's a couple
rhythm
games
is
today
by
that I
far
didn't
the
have
most
to-
important thing to lap time here, especially when you get on old tires.
I have one, two, three, four, five, and if Ole Miss beats Iowa,
Bubba Wallace running
Yeah, I had neither of those.
66 the last lap, quickest car on the
and
racetrack.
if Michigan State beats New Mexico.
Yeah, I need Michigan State to beat New Mexico. Well, I have Michigan State.
I have Oregon beating Arizona. That's still
I had
one
neither
right
of those
now.
teams in there.
Oh,
I had
really?
Liberty beating Arizona. I had Liberty beating. Give me Liberty or give me death. I'll take death.
I chose both Oregon and Liberty there. No, I'm sorry. Oregon and Arizona.
This Friday, time to get to work. Get ready.
I think Arizona's gonna win that game, but that's just me. The other one that's big is that Kentucky-Illinois game.
Kentucky, Illinois.
I think you have Kentucky, and then Josh has Kentucky as champions, though. Josh needs Kentucky to win big time.
Kentucky.
I had Kentucky losing that game, but not to Illinois. I had Xavier in there.
Oh, they're playing right now. Tied up at 2.
Tied up at 2. At dos. Dos v dos. Dosey dos. If this race wasn't like 70 to go when we clicked over to it, I would have just ended it. But since we're that close to the end, I just know it's not going to go green to the end. It never does. Typical freaking NASCAR. I don't know. It's hard to pick what the best race of the weekend was because the Truck Series race was pretty entertaining, especially at the end when Heim was having his issues.
Yeah.
Xfinity was mid, but any mid Xfinity race is usually better than any good Cup race. And then F1 race thought was a baller race. I like that one a lot with all the different strategies, especially watching like Behrman and Ocon really freaking mix it up at the front of the field was fun to watch. Watched RB Cash App buy one get one free completely choke their strategy. And then the aftermath of it with Ferrari getting disqualified. Oh, that was a hard lick. Did you see that Ron Capps crash right there? That was insane. Oh no! Blaney in third blew it up.
Oh.
Dude, this is typical Blaney, bro. He's got the speed. He just can't finish a fucking race. You got to be shitting me, he says. That baby blew up now. Okay, Clint.
Blew that some bee up.
Here comes the wreck fest. Look at all that smoke into the crowd. Dude, Allmendinger's in 6th, bro. What a run. Oh my god, dude. I can't stand Kevin Harvick, dude. I can't. Him and his explanations. Well, with all the things that they do and all the stuff that's happened to him this year, it's been a great year. Especially with all the other things and all the other stuff that goes along with it.
All the stuffs and things, man.
That's how he explains everything, bro. It's so annoying. He's had a great year. I mean, with all the things that go with it and all the stuff that he's done. Like, what are the stuff that he's done and all the things that go with it? Can you exaggerate on that a little bit? Because we have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. It's going to take him like 30 minutes to clean the track, dude. Detonated it in the running lane on the front straightaway. And into pit lane. Talladega.
Can't wait.
Memories. Did the official literally just spray it right down into the exhaust?
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
What the fuck? I'd be pissed. They're spraying it into the car, into the engine compartment. What the fuck are they doing? This Hamlin on board is going to be nutty.
Oh.
He hit the wall.
Dropped a valve. Oh. Snap, he did.
Well, Hung Money and Bub aren't going to win this race. Knowing both of them, they're the biggest choke artists there is. That means who's going to win? Hamlin? $56 to go, but it's going to take him a while to clean this freaking oil up off the track.
Working the fourth caution of the day at Homestead Miami Speedway, Ryan Blaney's engine let go, taking him from the race after he had led 124 laps, 2/3 of the race, and been a contender pretty much all day. Jamie?
Yeah, it was a great day, and I just told Ryan if you didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck at all these last few weeks. Ryan, what did you feel and see inside the car there?
Nothing. I didn't have any warning. It just laid over when I got back to wide open down the front, and that was all she wrote. So, yeah, my gosh, just stinks. I mean, really fast Dent Wizard Ford Mustang. Led a lot of laps. Lost a little bit of track position there with some stuff on pit road. But, you know, got back to third, and it was a great race between, you know, me and Bubba Larson. I'm sure Denny was going to get back into it, and it's going to be a heck of a battle, you know, the last 60 laps or so, but just didn't really work out for us. So we'll continue to keep fighting. I appreciate the 12 guys for giving me just a hot rod. I mean, incredibly fast race car today. So
they're still trying to clean the pit box.
It's just one of those things where it's not
all
really
the
going
oil
our way right now. But
look at Larson's team, dude. They got like 12 guys out there with freaking wipes and freaking air blowers and everything.
Third DNF of the season for Ryan Blaney, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Let's ride and listen.
Hamlin hit the wall.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
See.
Now that was from Denny Hamlin. And here's the 12.
There it laid down. That's all she wrote.
Never a fun feeling from a driver's standpoint, especially when they're unexpected like that all of a sudden.
So officially Blaney will be 36th today. He and Carson Hocevar.
Aren't all engine explosions pretty unexpected?
Keep an eye on the 11 and the 5. That's where that 12 came to rest. A lot of oil on the race. On the
You don't build them to blow up. You build them to perform.
Yeah, exactly, Clint. They just warned Larson as well. Be careful, your left side went straight through. The team was actually helping with the cleanup. Larson saying just a little too free. They're going to make small adjustments here. Just an air pressure adjustment for the 5 to 23. Bubba Wallace, just one top 10 in his career here, having a stellar day. 4 tires there, air pressure as well. Regan.
24, William Byron, too tight the entire run, as he has been all day after yellow flag stopped. The 48 of Alex Bowman as well, too tight. Told Blake Harris, I just need front turn. Please get me front turn.
Bubba Wallace leads them off pit road. Alex Bowman picks up a spot. Austin Cindric, Chris Buescher each pick up 3. 54 laps to go.
Gordon's sitting on.
I believe Kyle Busch will get the free pass under this caution.
Winning every box he
Put him back on the lead lap. Well, Kevin, we've got 54 to go right now. We'll restart with, what, 51, 50 laps to go. How hard do you want to push? How
54
soon?
to go.
I think you want to go right off the bat. You have to try to get control of the race. I think that the 23 car is a little bit better than the other two guys on the restarts. I think that Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin over the long run seem to be pretty even, but it was hard to tell because Larson couldn't run that high line without traffic in front of him. So this is going to be interesting. I think you want to get control of the race as fast as you can.
All right, penalties. Austin Cindric and William Byron too fast entering pit road.
Oh.
Ricky Stenhouse had an uncontrolled tire.
Rip.
So they will be restarting in the rear.
Rip Byron.
Well, pit road, we knew it would be a game changer today,
They're
and
both in
so
top
did our
10.
drivers.
21. Drove right our door. Yeah, 10-4. We'll take a look at it. Thanks. I'll check damage. That right front out there. Come back around here. You're good. Just shake that off. They're going to get a good stop. We'll drive back by everybody. Take the left front for 9. Destroy it. Get the left rear a little bit too, but thanks.
Seventh most narrow pit on the NASCAR circuit. Narrow pit road, that is. They're all the wave arounds going past the pace car as we get ready to restart. Wallace ahead of Larson and Hamlin. Toyota, Chevy, Toyota the first three. The first Ford is Austin Cindric in 6th, but he's under penalty. So make that Chris Buescher.
You got A.J. Allmendinger here. I was just praising him under break, Kevin, how good a job he was doing. We've been watching this for a couple weeks. Had a bad pit stop there, guys. 12-second stop, lost 5 spots. Can he gain him back?
Well, he's gained them back all day. He's done a really good job today. His car's handling well, and look for him to gain some of those spots back. But great day for that team.
So Cindric dropping to the back. In fact, Allmendinger, the car's either side of him. Austin Dillon in 11th, Ryan Preece in 13th.
All right, choose go.
A good fight for a top 10 spot today.
Bubba to the bottom.
Buescher and company in the 17 gained him 3 spots.
And guys, we talk about long run. If we go green to the end, this will be the longest run of the day. And how about the pit crews? The 23.906. The
and you know why it's going to be the longest run of the day?
The 11.97 on
the age cautions.
All right, Larry, William Byron stopping to top off and to check something there on the right rear, and now they're going to the left side.
Yeah, they're just making adjustments, Mike. There's no benefit to topping it off with fuel with basically less than 50 laps to go.
That's right. They're under penalty, so they have to restart tail end of the longest line anyway.
In fact, they were lowering the back of that car down a little bit, Kevin. Round out of the right rear, half round out of the left rear.
Yeah, and that's hard to get that right here. You want the back of the car as low as you can to get the diffuser as low as you can to the car, but we've heard some of the drivers talk about the bumps and things, and so the lower that you can make that and have the stops right, the more force it's going to make.
Well, he's going to need it.
Cutting edge.
I like how I just talked about this like not even 2 minutes ago, and
He's
here we are
in
with
this race.
the
He is in
the
6th.
Harvick-isms.
Chase Briscoe 7th.
Stuff
Noah
and
Gragson
things.
8th. Dillon and
Stuff
Allmendinger
and
fill
things.
the top 10 ahead of Preece, McDowell, and Haley. So a bunch of new players up toward the front.
This is exactly what we've been watching with Buescher. Just steady Eddie, and all of a sudden here at the end, right in position for a solid finish.
Wallace and Larson will lead them back to green.
Larson got a really good start. Bubba did
We
not.
see that outside lane get connected right there. That's as good as we've seen.
Look out. Elliott to the
Look at
inside
Bowman.
Hill, and I think that was, man, that was close.
Wow.
4 wide for the lead. Behind Wallace now.
Huge run on the outside for Bowman.
Bowman on the high line trying to wrest second away.
Watch out for Hamlin. He'll run
from
your ass.
Denny
in the wall.
Hamlin, and does at the line.
Larson
Kevin,
again.
nobody held back.
Terrible restart. That's how he lost the race yesterday.
Well, it's better to have it in the best track position that you can have before all the cars get singled out running that top groove. It just becomes harder to be able to pass because the cars are more into one line. So you want to get everything that you can on these restarts, and might be the last one. You never know.
Hold on to it, Bowman.
Well, it's because Hamlin almost put Bowman in the wall.
Ran out of racetrack. Here's
Like I
Larson,
said,
who's
watch out
inside
for
now.
fucking
Not clear. That was as close as you can
He's
get.
a
That
bit.
turning right into the wall, didn't it, Kev?
Yes, it did. And definitely
Oh, Larson! Oh my God, he almost took out Hamlin. That would have been beautiful.
5 cars under a blanket for 3rd place.
Luckily, we didn't wind up with a wreck right there.
Now 2 by 3 for 4th on back.
This is the run Chase Briscoe needed in that 19 car. We were talking about this in the pre-race show. This kid in this new ride has had a little bit of trouble, a little bit of rough start here, but man, a solid run right here is just what the doctor ordered for this team.
And for
Just what that doctor.
And then Hamlin and his teammate's going to throw him in the wall.
They've had all kinds of things go on, but for Chase Briscoe's confidence, for his crew chief and team's confidence, they just need a whole day to go exactly like this, where we don't really notice them, but they're running inside the top 5 at the end of the race.
Single-digit finish. Just get me a solid run here, man. A top 5 would be huge for this team. Big turnaround, right in the shit, baby.
Right in the shit or riding the ship?
For 4th here. Drives down to the inside.
I don't know what he was trying to say there.
Bubba starts.
Still confused.
I'm not sure that counts, Mike. We're going to have to go to the judges.
I see what you're saying. I like what you did. I think it counts. Tell you what's counting, 17, Austin Dillon. We haven't talked about him, haven't seen him all day long. This is a good track for that 3 car in Austin Dillon, and he's showing up at the right time, 47 to go.
Yeah, we see several guys
Yeah,
in
he'll
the top
throw it
10
away.
are showing up at the right time. Noah Gregson back into the top 10. Ryan Prix is running 11th.
Allmendinger back up to 9th after losing all the spots on pit road.
Racetrack, and you see that 16 car, AJ Allmendinger, working his way back forward.
Right back in the top 10. That is overachieving. That team is doing a really good job in these mile-and-a-halfs. I am impressed with that 16 car.
Todd Gilliland with an unscheduled pit stop. Let's check with Jamie.
There's no way we go green to the end, right?
16 machine. Overall, pretty happy with it, but it runs better when they're lighter on fuel because the way it's bouncing around. So that last stop, Clint, I know you were interested in why it was longer. They had to hold him and wait a little bit longer on fuel. So that was the 12-second stop. He gave up a couple of positions and fell outside the top 10 there. Now, you guys also mentioned Chase Briscoe.
Watch this run.
Undertaking it's been for this young man.
Yeah,
to
dude,
switch
that
from
shit was
Ford to
crazy.
Toyota and jump into the Joe Gibbs way. I talked to his crew chief, James Small. He said he likes a tighter car than what Martin Truex Jr. likes, and it's taken a lot of getting used to what he needs.
Lord.
Chase admitted he's had to change his driving style.
Oh my gosh.
See them having this solid run. They really
His
needed
head was right next to the wall.
Yeah, that's what scared me with it, dude. Like, that's concussion CTE written all over it.
Let's go back to the restart. Got some audio from
CTESPN.
race leader Bubba Wallace. Dummy does not start with B.
It's amazing how much more fun you can have on the radio when you screw something up and you're leading.
And when you're leading, yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And we've heard from the judges, nicknames do not count. His given name is Darrell, that's a D. Wallace, that's a W.
This is
as in wrong.
This is an easy fix. The judges need replaced.
I like that clarification. It's
Dude,
kind of
Briscoe
like
might
that,
be
changing tires in somebody else's pit last week. You can change the tire to be safe, but you can't work on your car.
Yeah, no adjustments.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Safety issues only. Well, there's Chris Buescher right in the middle of it, with Dylan Chevy on the bottom and Hamlin's Toyota up top. Laps to go behind Dillon and Allmendinger. Ryan Prix has cracked the top 10.
Yeah, and if this goes the whole run, this is going to be really interesting at the end. It'll be the longest run, like you said.
Look at Prix, man.
All day, but
Yeah, he's moving up.
you get into those extra laps, you just don't know what you have with the car.
He was the I'm swear he was the best
Usually
driver.
it's the guys that are right up next to the fence that can make up the most ground.
riding with Prix there, going after Allmendinger for 9th place. Regan?
Well, Mike, you're absolutely right. Ryan Preece's team has methodically all day improved the race car. For the most part, it had been too tight most of the day. They were trying to keep up with the racetrack. They felt like the racetrack kept tightening up. And give that pit crew some credit as well. Some wonderful stops on pit road. I got handed a note sheet that said 8.69, two stops ago. It gained them 6 positions. And then the 3-car of Austin Dillon. They've been very good as well. Just slowly making gains on the car, not doing anything drastic to it. A little tight taking off earlier on. Right now he's doing the same thing, just needs to be a little bit tighter on entry.
Dillon going after Tyler Reddick here, who was up as high as 4th, but now backslid to 7th and into the clutches of Dillon.
Yeah, think about when you used to race at RCR, Clint. What our MO was always at the end of the race when you were the best. It was always a long run car.
40 to go.
It was always around at the end of the race, and that's kind of the day that Austin Dillon has had today.
Here's 100%.
It needed. It needed.
All the races I won there were long run races. My first one, all of them. What he's doing right here, managing those tires.
Briscoe just got by Larson.
Him, I mean,
I told you, man. I think Briscoe's the fastest car on track right now. I think Briscoe might win this race.
Into the wall again. Here's a look.
We need a Larson wall counter.
Hug money. Hug money. Right on cue.
That was 17 through 20 right there, Clint.
No, the judges. Go back to the judges. Only counts as one.
All right.
At the Chili Bowl, it only counts. It doesn't matter how many times you roll over. It only counts as one flip.
Yeah. Just because you flip 17 times doesn't mean you get 17 flips out of it.
All right.
That's one crash. The side of this car is going to be see-through, though.
Well, it started in practice.
Ty Gibbs was hopeful of a good day. He stayed on the lead lap pretty much all day. He's back at 25th right now, 10 seconds off the lead. Battling with Busch, Keselowski, and Nemechek. So back up front to Bubba Wallace, whose last win came 84 races ago. Kansas, September of 2022.
I remember one race at freaking, was it Kansas one year where Bowman was leading late like this. And at the end, Bubba came out of nowhere and stole the win from Bowman. I wonder if it comes back the other way.
Back at 3rd, Chase Briscoe. What a turnaround for this team. 2.4 seconds off the lead.
And like we talked earlier, I mean, it's a run that they needed. Just a solid day. Chase always pretty good at this racetrack. We know Kyle Larson is really good at this racetrack. Probably, if you asked him, it'd be a terrible day because he's running 4th.
Denny Hamlin led earlier for 15 laps. Solid top 5 right now. Fired off 4th on the last restart, running 5th. And Chris Buescher.
Exactly what you expect out of Buescher. 11th, 13th, 11th, 6th. Money's on the line. Pay windows open.
Oh, snap, dude. McLaughlin and definitely Penske yelling at each other after the race.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to post it.
Last year's winner of this race, that's a bit of a surprise.
That needed to happen. McLaughlin got completely used and abused. Hashtag me too on the back of that number.
7th place at what is one of Dillon's best racetracks and what's definitely A.J. Allmendinger's best racetrack. Tied for the best average finish here for drivers with 5 or more starts in this 7th gen car.
Always intriguing.
Is it pretty freaking wild?
Ryan Prix, he's had a great run. He's had a great season. Hasn't had all the finishes with the where he's been running during the races, but he's ran well. He's led laps. He's won stages, and now he is in a position to get another top 10.
Yeah, 3rd last week, running 10th right now. Zane Smith running 11th in the 38.
He's such a
from a speeding penalty back at lap 40.
Quite well, I might add.
Yeah, because that penalty came on a green flag pit stop.
Dude, Bowman's closing in on Bubba, dude.
Back a bit.
Holy shit, bro.
Here we go, pass for the lead.
It's the day of the day.
Why are we?
Look at the run on that outside.
Oh, look at Bowman. Bowman, got him on.
Going to the 48 side.
Get away from him, Bubba. Fucking bitch.
Not clear, still there.
Send it in.
Remember, these two are not best friends. They had contact at Chicago post-race.
Yeah, and this 23 car, he knew right there. He said, if this
Clear.
48 car
Oh, he's in the wall.
there he goes.
Yep.
Alex Bowman's able to clear
Come
Bubba
on.
Wallace for the lead.
Dude, holy shit, I didn't see this coming at Homestead. This was not on my bingo card.
Well, Mike, I looked at the 3 races that we've been here to Miami.
This is one of his worst fucking tracks.
Average of the last caution, not that late in the race. Lap 246, around 21 laps to go. No overtime finishes.
Shut the fuck up. No yellows. Bowman stay in the lead. No fucking yellows.
2 out of our 5 races has ended in overtime.
Okay. Well, this race having a lot of long green flags.
The first comment under that video was one of those two had a bad day. The other had a normal outing.
Yeah. No shit. Not wrong.
This is for 3rd place.
Yeah, and you see the back of that 5 car.
Larson's starting to get fast again too
after
hitting
point in the run, he wants to be up against that wall.
And I think at this point in the run, to your point right there, Kevin, I think the 5 car and his ability to run way up on that outside wall deep into these runs could prevail, but he's got a long ways to go and some tough cars to pass.
Well, there you see AJ Allmendinger going by.
Dude, Bowman, dude, 30 laps away, bro. There's no way it goes green again. There's no fucking way, right?
Making his way back towards the front.
Never.
Reddick back to 9th with Ryan Priest closing in. And not able this time to take 9th away. Keeps nibbling away at it here.
See, when he says pull right there, he wants you to pull that side draft. So that means get up next to that car as close as you can to dump all that air on the back spoiler.
Well, we'll have to regrid and try again. 29 to go.
Bowman ain't getting away.
Just outside the top 10, Justin Haley, Zane Smith, Noah Gregson, and Joey Logano, who has come back from being a lap down. Got the free pass last caution and has fought his way up to 14th place. Larson and Hamlin for 4th.
Watch out, Larson. Hamlin will put you in the wall. Done it before.
I was talking about the 5
You'll
and
do again.
Here, Kevin. Hamlin's, Briscoe already went by him. Hamlin is doing the same thing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the 5 is as good this run as he has been in the previous runs throughout the race. So Denny Hamlin has been pretty even on the long runs with what the scenarios that we've had before. So we'll be able to find out if he's able to complete this pass.
Just look at the lap times.
Wallace is hauling nail now. So is Briscoe.
Bowman got by him and then he slowed down after he passed him.
The 2 fastest cars on track.
Bowman faster.
Even as they battle side by
Briscoe's
side.
the fastest car on track though. Briscoe's gonna have something to say about this.
Really good lap by him.
Yeah, and what happens when you battle side by side like this? You immediately just slow both of you down, but you know you can't give up the.
I think Briscoe's
the spot as you see Kyle Larson hold Denny Hamlin off. And that's brought Chris Buescher right to their back bumper.
Kyle looks loose to me, Kev.
Briscoe and Reddick right now, fastest cars on the track that lap, as Christopher Bell, who is 1 lap down, makes a pit stop.
Well, we heard Reddick talk earlier about his car not
Dude,
taking
we
off
just
and
gotta
how
stay.
bad it was on a short run. So being the longest run of the race, maybe he'll be able to make up some more ground than what he has in the runs earlier in the race. Kind of frustrating as a driver when you come to your favorite racetrack, you expect to go win, spend most of the day running 7th, 8th, 9th.
Dude, Allmendinger's in 7th.
Sometimes that's more frustrating than going to your work track and finishing 7th or 8th.
Let's take a look at our 9 most recent winners on 1.5-mile tracks and note who is not amongst them. These are the most recent winners at Miami.
Jimmy.
Names that are missing. How about Bowman, Wallace, and Briscoe? Your top 3 right now.
I'm watching Briscoe. He just said his name, and I'm watching his lap times, liking what I see. He's starting to run down Wallace, slipping back a little bit. Have to pounce on him quick, though, running out of time.
I already know it's gonna be a fucking caution late, dude. It happens every fucking goddamn race. You never want to lead these things.
The other interesting thing that has happened is as you look at Alex Bowman here leading this race, and He's going through turns 3 and 4 right now, but as he gets to the other end of the racetrack, the shade has started to cover almost the whole corner. And when that shade starts to creep over the wall, you even see the shadows of the walls right there on this end of the racetrack. But when you see that shade like that, it really makes the grip level go up in all portions of the racetrack, and it makes that top line a little less dominant. I wonder if that's what has slowed Larson down a little bit, as all the rest of the lanes have become a little better through 1 and 2.
There you see from shade back into sunshine as you exit turn number 2.
He's trying to get Dillon for 9.
Bubba Wallace and Alex Bowman have the 2 fastest laps of the race. Wallace is the quickest at 167 miles an hour. That's worth a championship point if it holds up for the rest of the day, and we think it will. Next Sunday, let's go short track racing. At one of NASCAR's most venerable tracks, Martinsville Speedway, just above the Virginia-North Carolina line. Pre-race at 1:30 Eastern, green flag at 3, and you'll see it only on FS1.
Love that racetrack. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to be home. We've been on the road a while, boys.
All right, we're listening on Bubba Wallace.
We believe he will fall back to you. His tires are wear thinner than yours. Make sure you have something left to fight with. Yeah, all good.
Well, they both stopped at lap 213 for fuel and tires.
Can't back up too much and give up, because you got Briscoe coming right on him from the rear, catching him.
And the other thing that happens when you're leading the race, you have clean air. And that is as important as anything that you can do, even if it's a little balance shift.
Why did
you
he go?
lose a little bit of time to the second place guy. They're going to get to a certain point, and then it's going to be even again.
20 laps to go.
They have definitely moved down on that racetrack, Kevin. You said it. You nailed it. All over the shade down in 1 and 2 is kind of migrated the whole pack down just a little bit.
But every lap that we inch closer to the end of this race is further than we've been. We're going to have to go further than we've been. And I still believe that's going to bring an advantage to Kyle Larson and that high line as you get closer and closer to the end of this race. Now, what are the cars in the front?
Larson's a fast on track now.
Do they tank that last 8 to 10 laps, or do they maintain this speed? So we don't really know. The 23 is saying that maybe the 48 is going to fall back to him, but
I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I agree with you. I think eventually these guys getting down to the closing laps, you know that 5 car is going to throw caution to the wind, much like he did.
Here goes Prix on Dillon for 9th.
When he went to the whip and put that thing on the board and decided to go for it, he picked up. He was a second faster yesterday than they were.
9th place battle right there, down the front straightaway. Ryan Prix and Austin Dillon. Well, in case you missed it, we're inside of 20 to go here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Contact on pit road.
Oh.
Joey Logano, Austin Cindric there, and Christopher Bell, a harmless spin at lap 70. Put us under caution for the first time today. Larson, Berry, Logano, Hamlin, 4 wide on pit road. That did not work well right there. With Berry and
That's
Larson
just hilarious.
and Justin Haley held up. Ryan Blaney led the most laps, led 2/3 of the laps today until his engine let go. He and Carson Hocevar are the only cars out of the race right now.
Kevin, it's happening. Just like you said, 34.53 for Larson.
Larson's flying right now.
69 in front of him with Wallace, and an 87
Maybe Larson.
on your leader. 53 is flying.
the only problem is he's got a car in front of him that's in the same lane. So his advantage to get there has been great, but now he's going to have to deal with
yeah,
Chase
Larson's the
Briscoe being
fastest
in
car.
that lane. So his best bet at this particular point is to have that 48 back up and back everybody into a corner to start a 4-car race.
It's a timing thing, and I think he did a great job of that yesterday watching the Xfinity race, of timing when to do that, catch them getting into one, make a slide shot, get in front of them.
And I do think you have more options in 1 and 2 now that the shade is there to if you could stay on their bumper off of turn 4 to have a little more grip than what you've had all day in those lower lanes.
That's 7/10 in 2 laps.
4 cars in the fight, and 2 of those last names begin with B. We might just continue that string.
Don't go anywhere. This is shaping up to be a great finish. I'm telling you, I'm excited about this. Bowman's got to go. He is the showman. He was the fastest car yesterday. Started on the pole. Can he get it done?
Fastest car that lap among that group was Kyle Larson.
Larson to the inside of Briscoe.
That's the slide job I'm talking about, right?
I think Larson's going to win this race.
It's a timing thing and a good job. That's exactly what we watched him do.
He'll wall before then.
It may put Chase Briscoe in a better spot as Larson gets up there and has a chance to catch these leaders and get to mixing it up. That might drag Chase Briscoe back into this race. So we'll see if he can make it up.
Jay, I got to bounce here.
All right, dude.
What happened here last
All right.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Thanks. We'll see y'all in the next one Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right, brother. See you.
See ya.
It was Ryan Blaney leaving the outside for Tyler Reddick, who ended up in victory lane, the 3rd different leader in the last 3 laps. Bowman picks it up, a 68 to Larson's 70, Briscoe's 52. Here's Bowman's radio.
They need to know about Larson. He's ripping up there. Hopefully these guys check him up. I don't want to get him spun out yet. We'll see. Yeah, agreed.
You knew that was coming.
All right,
he got
we'll finish it out. We got 12 laps to go. Bowman is leading.
I'm so freaking nervous. Yeah, in that lap, he was 3/10 better than both cars in front of him now that he was able to not have to make a pass and had a clean lap. So it's all going to come down to the timing of these passes and how long it takes him to get by the 23 car.
Well, it's happening. Get on your feet. Can he make this happen? Go, Cat, go. Run as hard as you can, Bowman. Got to stay poised in that car, though, Kevin. Don't move out of your line. Don't lose your momentum, your focus.
Well, that's good news for Larson right there. The first half of the corner he spent with clean air in front of him. Bubba slid up there the second half of the corner, but that's not going to break the momentum of the 5.
He's there. Does he go for it here in 3 and 4? Yep, here he goes. Be a slide job.
I was going to say, did you really ask that if he was going to go? Have you ever seen him not go?
11 to go, coming to 10 to go. It's time to go.
That's the question that answered itself.
After that frustration yesterday, this kid wants it. We talked to him in the pre-race. You could tell. It bothered him. Made him mad.
Kyle Larson won the truck race handily. Was leading yesterday's Xfinity race, and on a restart, Sam Mayer got in the back of him, lifted the rear wheels off the ground, and Larson couldn't go. It cost him the win. But here he is.
Yeah, this run is playing right into his hands, being the longest run of the race, and being longer plays more into what he does.
Yeah, Larson's gonna steal it.
It's going to force Alex to move up and change his line a little bit. I think it's very important to not lose focus of what you're doing. See, he's moved up on the outside of 1 and 2 now. He was running lower before. Don't get into that wall and beat yourself. Hand this thing to him.
Well, Rick Hendrick has always said, we're not a 4-car team. We're one team with 4 cars and 4 individual drivers who are each out to get the best result for themselves. No team orders at Team Hendrick.
There's 18. We're in the fence again. Doesn't matter. Go for it.
9 to go. Coming to 8.
Oh,
6/10 of a second, and Larson was 1/10 quicker that lap.
Shit, bro.
That's a lot better than it's been. Bowman's did a great job that lap, answering a call, moved up in 1 and 2, Kevin.
And a lot of times when you move up like that and you've been running somewhere else on the racetrack, you take the risk of losing a big chunk of time. But he definitely lost a little bit on this lap.
At this rate, Larson will catch him with 2 to go.
I think
then what?
I think it's going to be before that, Mike.
Okay. He's
I
already
really do.
there. He's going to start getting a toe from him as well down the straightaways, but it's going to be more of a challenge in the center of the corner as well. See, he's in a fence again right behind him. He's starting to get into that wake. That's going to make that more of a challenge. This is not going to be a slam dunk, and Bowman is not going to go away easy. Don't hand it to him, though. If you're Alex Bowman, have to stay poised in the car, be disciplined, do not get in that fence.
And he already made the right move of putting this, now he's in the fence.
There it is. Watch it. Oh, he's in it hard, too.
Pull off of it, pull off of it.
And here
Yep,
comes Larson.
Bowman choked it.
And Kyle Larson takes the lead.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, Clint. Don't make that mistake. And when you haven't run that lane all day and you have to step up and try to do what Kyle Larson is doing, it puts so much pressure on the drivers because he does it. He does that 2 inches from
Bowman
the wall,
choked
and
it.
He can do it lap after lap after lap.
Jeff Gordon's reaction.
What do you do there?
Well,
you're going to win.
I think. Yeah, I think he wants to win, but I think he knows. I think he knows how important it is to get that 48 car to victory lane. Both of these guys, whoever wins, is going to win their first race of the season, obviously. But I still believe that Jeff knows it's important to see his cars race, and he knows how important it is to get both of them to victory lane. One's got the boss's name on the side of it with HendrickCars.com, and you've got Ally, who's been such a huge supporter of Hendrick Motorsports, and Bowman has been through so much, and so there's big differences in what would be important to either car winning. So either way, he wins.
Well, that's exactly right. Good scenario to be in, but don't give up on it. How about the 5? Went back down to the bottom, forced 48 down lower as well.
4 to go. Hendrick Chevy's 1-2. Toyota's 3, 4, 5. Wallace, Briscoe, and Hamlin. The first Ford is Buescher in 6th.
You cannot stress enough how close they are to the wall. That 5 has been in it too. He could, that same thing can happen to the 5 and hand it right back. There he is. He's in the fence again. That'd be 19.
Here's Bowman's radio.
That momentum back on him. Let's go. Want him back off, you think? Yeah, man. Get that momentum. Get his ass.
It's never over. We saw that last night in the Xfinity race. We saw it in the truck race on Friday night. These races are never over. We've seen it time after time. So it just takes one mistake. Keep yourself close if you're Alex Bowman.
I think the 5 got in the fence again, getting into 3.
I don't think he cares at this point. I think it's different when he hits the fence. A lot of times he can keep the right rear just hitting the fence, and it doesn't grab the front. And you saw when Alex hit the fence, it just sucked the whole car in. But Kyle has a great way of being able to bounce that right rear off the wall and keep that front from grabbing.
This is a very different race for Kyle Larson. Usually dominates, leads all the laps, and has something happen. Get it around here to the white flag. A race is official. 11 times he's been here and only won once. That tells you how hard it is to ride this wall for 267 laps.
White flag here. One more good one.
White flag for Larson, who's only led 18 laps today.
Yeah, I mean, he's flat out the best at riding the wall. We would consider him the best at this particular racetrack, and all weekend he has put on display exactly what we think with his talents.
Bowman choked it.
Kyle Larson about to become the 3rd winningest driver for Hendrick Motorsports, behind Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. 2/3 of the clean sweep for the weekend. And coming around turn 4 for his 30th career win, Kyle Larson for Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet wins in Homestead.
That's a big win for him. Good run for
All right, guys. That's a bummer.
Did a great job. Great weekend. Good turn.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Had a great time with this watch party. Great IndyCar race. Kind of did a little extra bonus there for the Cup race, considering you guys tied in the poll for March. It's fun. Awesome watch party day. Thank you guys so much for participating in the watch party poll for the month of March. If you guys want to support our channel, all of our social medias are in the links in the description below, as well as a link to our merch store where you can buy some awesome Dega Boys swag. All those proceeds continue to help us make bigger and better content for you guys here on YouTube. Also, join our Discord, the greatest racing community on the internet. All the drama, news, rumors, everything with every motorsport around the world. Make sure you guys join our community. All right, guys, it's been a fun watch party. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Have a good rest of your weekend.